Yo, hello, what's up, guys? Who's excited? Who is excited? हामी त हल्का यता के एकैछिन ल लाइभ भन्नेको त गयो म चाहिँ हैन ओहो मिस्टर बल हेलो आयुष ब्रदर हेलो वान क्रुज के छ रिदम भाइ ए यार मसँग फ्लेयर थियो यार जिटिकेले अलिक राम्रो खेल्छ कि आज भन्ने आशा गर्दै खेल हेर्नु आएको रे होप दे विल डु फाइन पढा गरेको छ राम्रै गरेछ केटाहरुले अहिले भाइ हिजो किन नगरेको ब्रो लाइभ सहिल थापा ब्रो हिजो म हल्का बिजी टाइपको थिएँ यप सपोर्ट त अफ कोर्स सबै हो नेपालीले र यहाँ स्टार्टमा आएको छ कि हैन अनि जान्छु
forward, trying to get a better position using his motor's advantage. Drive straight in. Goes down. Now it's just Portal alive. Poor soul in a 1-1. He cannot do it.
स्टार्ट हुन आँटेको अवस्था हो नि गाइस
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to PMCO 2020 South Asia semi-finals for the spring split. My name is Varun Super Johnny John, being joined by Ocean Sharma, and today is going to be day number 3 for the semi-finals where teams from Group B and C will go head to head. And the first 2 days have been interesting, if nothing else.
And I missed a sneeze. I don't know why, but I think that's a good start for the start of the day. But yeah, this is the third day.
Yeah.
Each and every team, they've had either 4 games or 8 games depending on their capabilities and the way they have played. And some teams, they just stepped out of the mark, like INES, incredibly amazing. Rising Nepal, today is going to be their day if it happens so. But then all of this actually comes up when you see the points. And each and every team gets a certain amount of points, including the single point of their kill. So it's that thing. As you remember, Hype won a game yesterday. Still they were second. Because we have this point system that, differentiates that seesaw.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be it. If you get actually a lot of kills, you are going to be able to climb up the points table because the difference just gets bigger and bigger as you drop down from the first position. Yesterday, the team that actually beat Hype even after having a chicken dinner was PN Gaming. And I think they had 13 or 14 kills too.
I know your wife
is because of the kills, they actually were able to climb up to the first. But we have the groups on our screens right now, and this is going to be Group A that is not going to be playing today. Today is going to be the day for Group B and C. So trust the process. Rising Nepal, Elementrix, Jyanmaara, KTM Rage, Vibes, Damn Classy, Deadeyes Guys. This group
one of the
is
strongest teams. Yeah, one of the strongest teams in that group was Rising Nepal, and in the group C, if you are talking about A1 Esports has that good thing. PN Gaming came out really good.
Yeah.
Salty Squads come back in the final game.
That
was really amazing. These are one of the strong teams in the game, but then the other, underdog teams can actually, if not underdog, the teams that are not performing good can actually change. And right now, we will be back with Vikendi into this format. That means Miramar has taken.
Where is Poke Gaming? No idea, bro.
And we will be seeing Vikendi once again that the snow map that changes everything for the teams.
Yeah, it does change everything.
Bro, title
and, if you compare the Vikendi from
title
day
mistake
1 to the Miramar on day number 2, the pace was like exact opposite of what the map is supposed to be played at. Because Miramar was a little bit more fast-paced game, wherein you got to see a lot of action, a lot of fights. But the fights were at a standstill as well. But on the side of Vikendi, the pace of the game was like really slow, wherein till the 22-23 minute mark, all the teams were alive in the game. And at that point is when we saw the first team die, and from there on out, the game just ended like the next 4 minutes.
Yes, right.
But then, as you were saying, the game ends, each team gets just points, and after that, points are actually cumulatively added. We go to an overall distribution, and the overall distribution is going to be right in front of you guys. 117 for INES with those 8 matches and 2 dinners. Team Xtreme. They don't need a chicken dinner to show their domination. They'll just go for the kills and go for the placement points. But then, if they get another chicken dinner when they'll be playing, I think it's obvious, leave a mark. Rising Nepal is out there on 3rd position with 2 chicken dinners in their hands. And after that, 99 points for Rising Nepal. They are stuck out that 99 since the first day because they did not play any game. But now they are destined to make a comeback. And obviously, even if they just get eliminated on 16th position, which should not be happening, right? But still, they'll be reaching that 3-digit number, and that's a good thing. Team 7C out there on 4th, Rivals X on 5th, Nepali Ho Ni on 6th, Team 5 on 7th, and PN and Rising Nepal are the only 2 teams that have played 4 games each, and other teams, I think, the teams on the bottom half of the table, like from the 9 to 16, they will be making a comeback out here alongside Wolves Den.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be it, because Wolves Den is sitting on 55
How is the new
points.
NSL treasure?
That's going to be PN Gaming. They were at 69 points with 4 games played. So Wolves Den, they are going to drop down today since 1971 Gladiators. Basically, every team below them is going to start climbing today. And unless they mess up really big, Wolves Den is
Mr. Den
on
the direct timer
17 to 24. On the other side, KS they are going to be in trouble as well, as they have played 8 games till now. They are sitting at 24 points. But the difference between them and the teams below them, who have only played 4 games till now, is not that big.
Talking about troubling teams, Elementrix and A1 Esports. I mean, 4 games, but then those 4 could not leave that mark. The mark that the teams were. A1 Esports. I mean, they did not have they had chicken dinners and all, but then right now they should be making an impact with their performance, and that impact is what we will be hoping for, because today these teams will be having 4 matches. The 4 matches that can actually change each and every this table for maybe individual team or for maybe an individual player if he stands out MVP with excellent amount of kills.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be it. And talking about A1 Esports, as we saw them during the group stages, if you compare their playstyle from then to now, it has changed a lot. Now they are playing a much slow-paced game, wherein even if the CA team, they are going to hold on to the engagement. And they end up just playing a reactive style game, wherein they just react to whatever the opponents do. If the opponents engage, then they take the fight. They don't proactively go in for those engagement. But during the group stages, they were pretty aggressive, and hence their standing was pretty good. So A1 Esports still trying to figure things out. But on the other hand, let's have a look at 2 of the best teams, 2 of the teams that have been doing pretty good.
Are Madan Karki, where are you living, brother? NSL ko tetro us bhako थियो ta. त्यसमा league हैन, नेपाल स्टार league.
Yeah, what to do, what to do.
We'll see.
कति डिले हो हाम्रो केटाहरु 6 मिनेट भइसक्यो गेममा छिरा 6 मिनेट भयो र.
If their comeback comes into the equation,
आज यिनीहरुले डिले बढाएछ क्या मतलब.
Meanwhile, guys, you guys need to
NSL भनेको चाहिँ नेपाल स्टार लिग हो हैन, जुन चाहिँ लाइक अ कन्सेप्ट मा चाहिँ सबैले चाहिँ
underrated guns, good guns. We never talk about favorite guns. So guys, just keep on commenting which is your favorite gun, maybe your favorite player is your
रेजिस्ट्रेसनहरु खुलेको थियो, सबै रेजिस्टर पनि फुल भइसक्यो हैन.
or something. Meanwhile, we are into the game, ladies and gentlemen. 7
सबैजना अनि
to Novo. Why don't you just guide us through the flight path?
All right, fight path has started from
ओहो सोल्टी युसेन को प्लेनमा चढेछन् केटाहरु चाहिँ.
Going towards the side of Novo, heading over to Milta Farm. Shelter is going to
7 मिनेटको डिले हुन्छ सधैँ. नो सधैँ 7 मिनेटको डिले थिएन. पहिला 3 मिनेटको मात्र डिले थियो.
Glide over to the Novo bridge and move on to the military island as well. Pochinki is going to be available to you with slight effort and being careful.
यो वाला सुरुमा हैन त अरे
pathe
noob.
heading towards Pochinki. On the other side, Milta
दिल त गार्डन होला नि गाइजहरु.
Wolfka is going to be available. Shooting range, PN Gaming.
Guys, 7C pathetic in the chat.
Gaming, I just mean Mafia Ninja, because the remaining
Okay bro, मैले
have
सधैँ
decided to
हेर्छु
go towards
के
the side
भन्छ.
of Savarni. And T2K
हो र
Legends.
अनिस ब्रदर
They
खै
were
मैले
coming
अस्ति
there
चाहिँ
heading towards the side of Georgia Pole, but
भनेपछि
they
मलाई
are gonna
पेनवेले
have to back
उस
quite
गर्यो
clearly and
पेनवेले
then
उस
take a
गर्यो
vehicle over there.
One thing that I like about each and every team is that, as you said, PN Gaming, that means Mafia Ninja going to one direction, all the other teams on the other direction. We have seen this.
ओके प्लेन पास चाहिँ राम्रो छ है
in an
पिएन को चाहिँ आफ्नो रोटेसनमा गयो भनेदेखि टिडीपी पनि अहिले फेरि ब्याक टु
part of us as a part of the family and the community and teams and
प्रस्तो
obviously
होइन आज साथ
viewers that are
त्यही
watching
भने
these
पहिला
players
थिएन हैन
play,
प्याथेटिक
they also like to enjoy their gameplay. This is one good
सर
thing
ब्रो
about
चिन्नु
PUBG
मलाई
Mobile.
जिडिएस
And obviously the PMCO
ब्रदर
stages, the teams,
यस
the
एन्ड नो
players, the
देख्न त
viewers
जता
have
तता
seen the
देख्छु
team
ब्रोला हैन
struggle and qualify and then
तर
qualify
इन
to the
गेम
next
चाहिँ
stage,
आई
qualify to
डोन्ट
the
थिंक
latest stage. That's one thing. And talking about the circle, if you see
ए
Elementrix is
मुला
going to the military base area, but then will it stay
के रे
inside the
निखिल
zone?
भाइ
I
हो
think
के
for one
हामीले
circle,
फर्स्ट डेमा
but then
चेक गरेको हो के
Pochinki
यहाँ
is like
like
the center head of the circle right now.
Yeah, the circle is right in the middle of the
फर्स्ट
map.
डेमा हामीले चाहिँ हेरेको हो
Yeah,
क्या
totally
त्यही त
different
के
map and
खेलेको
that's gonna
मान्छेलाई
be
सोध
something
न
as
यार उता प्याथेटिकले
after
भनिदिरहेको
this,
छ
the circle is gonna do some hard shifts, and those hard shifts are obviously gonna change the pace of the game, as we will be talking. And once again, Salty and A1 Esports Bangalore takes on Vibes Zerat on the other hand with a car. Like this is the second time this is happening. The first car knock, and I think if he plays his card right, he can also do the confirmation. And yes, he does that with a headshot finish. I mean, that was something. Red Eye takes on Bang LDT. So I think this is gonna be something as Vibes.
Mani आएर
Red Eye
दाजुले
obviously
वेलकम
with an
आशिष
AK
थ्यांक यू
glacier.
यार
I mean,
आशिष
just,
फर
hey,
सब्स्क्राइबिङ थ्यांक
You
यू
got
सो
out of the car to
कोही
finish
बेला
the
7
course
मिनेट
with
हुन्छ
the
कोही
fist. You
बेला
are
3
gonna get
मिनेट मन
punished for
लाग्दो
that.
छैनहरु
Yeah, Vibes just make sure of that.
Like the good old day, good happy days. The happiness ends like in just 1 second or something. Meanwhile, Vibes Knight is trying to find some players of
एकदम ठीक
97
जति नै डिले भयो
Gladiators.
पनि के भयो र
He has called for a backup from his side. The guy
Okay,
has
Pion
an
ले
M16,
चाहिँ
the
के
burst and the single gun, but then will it gonna do some damage against the AR
भर्खर
guns?
को कोले
IR2 has
देख्यो
been
त्यो
spotted, 21 damage reduced,
मुलाले
but then
म त
Anik
एकछिन
goes
औडा
on
भएर
by
मेरो
R3D
ओहो
season.
रेड द्वारा
Initial
भाइब्सको
fights has
एकजना डाउन
started.
एकजना न
Red Eye is one of the players of Vibes that is left alongside one more player. That is gonna be Knight. He is surviving Pochinki right now, just trying to barely breathe through the areas of Pochinki. But Season and Enzil, they have their eyes set on Anik. They would like to go for the kill confirmation so that they can put much more pressure on their opponents.
Yeah, they will have to be careful this time around. But from
मैले
the side of
हेरेदेखि नै
Vibes, it was
7
quite
मिनेट
unfortunate trying to fight, split up amongst themselves. And
छैन
Anik is going to be taken out by R3D, IR2. On the other side, Red Eye, he has to be really, really careful this time around because in the
यता उनीहरु
compound right
फेरि
next to him, quite
आज
close to
ए
him, back
साच्चै
is
गाइज
IR2.
आज स्याटरडे हो नि
And if he
त
makes a single mistake, that is going
म गए
to
बाहिर
leave
कहाँ
just
लाग्यो
Knight
निरज
as the only person standing from the side of Vibes as two players.
बस
Zerat
बस
was taken out
राइस
early
कुकर
by
भर्खर
Fizz,
चिया बसालेको छु कि
and
मैले
Anik was destroyed by IR2 now. Knight, he is coming in quite slowly, but he has to be careful as well. If
यसको साथै भाइब्स ला रेडको आइआर2
his teammates,
र
they are
यसको
not
दुई
quite
जना
far
मात्रै
away, and Red Eye,
ओके
he's
रेड आई चाहिँ
closing
अगाडि
in
स्पोर्ट गरिसक्यो
slowly. He's
यसलाई
picking up that nade, going in for the throwables on the early stages. IR2, he has taken a lot of damage.
स्याटरडे भएर के भयो त हिजो
Quite
फ्राइडे
careful.
फ्राइडे
He's gonna
गुड
get
फ्राइडे
the
मनाउन गयो नि त
ball
यिनीहरू अनि त्यही भएर
on
म्यानेजिङहरू
the
सब
corner
झ्यापमा छ
of
भन्नु
that
खोज्यो नि
house, but deciding to avoid the engagement on the other side. Knight is there engaging in with
Here
Private
in
and
game
Season.
bang
This is going to be
exotic
2v1 over the
okay.
red. Knight, can he come out on top?
ल उता
No, he
पछाडिबाट
can't.
आएर
He's going to
कुले
be
हान्यो
knocked down and he's going to be
रेडको
destroyed by
प्राइभेटले
Season. But Knight,
ओके
he is
भाइब्सको लास्ट
still alive.
रिमेनिङ रेड आइले पनि
As
स्पोर्ट
I said, he
गरिसक्यो
was
इफ आई एम
knocked
नट
down.
रङ
Red Eye in a 1 versus 4. This could be the first squad being taken out before the 5-minute mark. Red Eye, can you make it out of this alive? Spots Anzel, but Anzel is going to hide in the
साँच्चै यार म त यता इन गेम पनि सुन्छ त्यही भएर त यताको
Red Eye is
फाइट
going
किन
to peek
अर्को
soon.
भइरहेछ
Can he win this firefight?
ओके रेड आई र आइआर2 को ल तर
Red Eye takes a lot of damage as he's going to be
एकदम
taken out by
नराम्रो भयो
Private. That's going to be the squad
त्यसको
of
साथै
Vibes
Vibes चाहिँ
being taken
eliminate.
out of the
जो
game at
बाहिर गएर चाहिँ लड्नु नहुने यार
5 minutes 2 seconds. Wow.
बरु हल्का होल्ड गर्न पर्ने उनले
Not
चाहिँ
giving a good vibe right now. IR2 has his
Anyways, उसले
AKM,
2 kills
in
चाहिँ
his
सेक्युर गर्न
hands as
सफल
he
भएर
just
चाहिँ
looted the crate of
दुईटा किल
Vibes
चाहिँ कसलाई
Red
गर्यो
Eye. And
उनीहरूले?
as you can see, Vibes has 2 points, but then well they're gonna change the pace of the game as they will be
ए त्यो 2 पोइन्ट्स चाहिँ 1 किल लिएको ब्याङ्कको एकजनालाई उनीहरूले फिनिस हानेको रहेछ क्या भनेपछि
PN Gaming, as you guys can see, Avsec, Blend, Anish just trying to move forward. They're trying to move forward, and Salty squad, Salty AJ.
स्याटरडे नुहायो कि नुहाएन जिजिङ अरे भोसडी के आई ओन्ली बाथ once a year
in an incredible way, but they can be contested by A1 Esports if A1 Esports
मेरो
tries
बर्थडे
to
आउँदैछ अब बर्थडे मनाउने अनि त्यसपछि पुग्यो 1 वर्षको
for
लागि
them, charges on them and rushes on them. It can change the pace of the game, but for now they are good. And Rising Nepal, the team
आवाज
that
हल्का
is
कम
out
गर्ने
there
मेरो
to
के
contest
लाउड
the
भयो
first
आवाज
spot once again, starting the journey with 99 points, want to head up
It's a
and to
whole
contest
plan,
117. Let's see that happens. Prerak has been spotted by Pyro Smoking, but as of now he will be moving out in a
आज माइक हल्का अगाडि राखेर
Yeah,
म
the Mini
चिच्चा
14 just not being able to connect from the side of Pyro, but now teammates are gonna move in and they are gonna be regrouped. But the squad that they shot at was Rising Nepal. You do not want to mess with these guys. Look at how fast they regroup. Prerak, now he has his teammates with him. Is he gonna go in for this on towards the side of Pyro? Yama is gonna take that UAS and is gonna park it up behind the house. Just gonna be careful and try and spot all the players from the side of Rising Nepal, but they are gonna disengage and they are gonna get away because fighting in the early stages is not that good of a decision unless you know you are gonna win this one. And Rising Nepal on the other side, they are gonna move to a safer location and try and see if they can catch someone off guard and be at an advantage in the next fight. Because for now, if they were spotted out, then the information was already given to the enemy team. But now we have the players from the side of another team who can actually contest the top spot.
Watch party run ya एउटा room
but then will this team actually get up to that area, that marker? Because there are, right now there are 14 more teams that are standing between them and the top spot, as one team got eliminated, but still this team is going to go for it, try it as hard as they can, as they were one of those teams that had incredible amount of kills yesterday. And those kill numbers count. DE on the other hand, Deadeyes Wadu sir, Rated sir, Shefu sir, and Illusion sir ready for a fight. A1 Esports still out here in this area. I mean, if you are inside the circle, you can just hold your area. As you know, the rotations, early rotations are not necessary if you're comfortable at your place, and this is one of the major things of the game. And DE is going from the area of R3D exactly. If they get spotted, if there is fight happening, 21 damage has been done to Radiant sir, but still trying to move to a safer spot, and yes, barely survives the day.
Yeah, he barely survives it, but now R3D, they have to be careful. Once again, fighting out in the open, not advisable. Because if you actually get third party, you could be destroyed in a matter of seconds, and then there's going to be a documentary about you in next time, that how a team got destroyed in seconds. But you have to be careful this time around. 3D, once again, you fought one team earlier, so you are going to be a little low on resources if you're fighting in the same compound around the same shelters, because those were the places that you looted. A more advisable factor would be to actually try and move in further in towards the zone, or try and take control of the center, or move into a different location.
I love what Bang Squad always does. They always rotate from that area. They always drop around in that area, even when the plane path is not supporting it. They would like to go to that. I mean, it's one thing. They are not phased by what other teams are doing. They are phased by how they should rotate inside the circle. And airdrop number 1, ladies and gentlemen, has a rules inside of it. So it's kind of a good thing if you are wanting to use it, if you want to use it. And look at the circle. The circle is still kind of 50. It's like 40, 60% on the top side, 40% on the bottom side, if anything. But then military base area, nobody's out there. And Elementrix is trying to go to a place where there were teams. And crazy from Rising Nepal, this guy does incredible stuff with his guns, even if it's an Uzi or an AK or M4. We'll have to see if you can actually, put that to use today.
Yeah, the distance was way too big to be using an Uzi. The gun does not have sights on it. So you have to be careful as to win which situation you are fighting. It's a real situational based gun, the Uzi, because in close quarters combat, sure, you are going to come out on top. No one is going to stop that if you actually manage to control the recoil. But in longer ranges, assault rifles are supposed to be your thing. On the other side, it is crazy. After all, the man is a monster, and this entire team is filled with monster. Rising Nepals, they first day established their dominance, are sitting at 99 points right now. So after today, I think if they have a good enough performance, they are definitely going to take that first spot for themselves again. But on the other side, one team that has to be a little bit careful is going to be Performances have been sort of middle of the table for this team, but now this could be their moment, because this is going to be the second day for them. If they actually manage to put up a good performance, they can make it into a good enough standing.
Yeah, I mean that is one thing that will be needed out there. I mean, Gladiators had a decent run overall, and they are trying to pass the team that has run great. Some shots were taken, but still, obviously, it could not hit them as of now as a moving car. It you know, sometimes plays with the accuracy, and look at Sona trying to spot some players and trying to shot some players. If the SKS works till that distance, I mean SKS works in that distance, but it's the accuracy that sometimes counts when the car of your opponent, you know, is moving in that area. A1 Esports is really low on health, but still area. And R3D and A1 Esports, their cars just, I think they just collapsed onto each other, but still they'll be trying to move to the area as well. And as we are talking, the circle is slowly and steadily gonna shift once again as the circle is arriving. And do you think, just imagine if circle does a southward shift. Imagine that.
That is gonna be incredible. That is gonna make the teams force them to be a little bit more aggressive.
Okay,
but
red IR
one team that's not going to be happy about it is
down.
definitely going to be Elementrix, because they were on the military zone. They decided to come in towards the main island. But if, as Ocean said, the circle actually starts going towards the military zone again. Oh boy, oh boy.
Okay, RN द्वारा stranger finish हो गया, kill चोरी भएको छ.
React like, oh no,
he has his eyes set on that, and the goal has been closed out. Now the call has been given. Red dot are being used, more times are being used. But whatever utilities you have, you need to maximize the output. And one gun that maximizes the output is Arctic Warfare Magnum AWM.
In the water.
In the water as well. So if someone wants it, you guys kind of need to swim it out. And if you swim it out, and if you find the perfect area, I think the gun is yours. Talking about guns, Gunner is out there with M16 and 4 times. Obviously, they have the location. They know the information that where A1 Esports is. But will they be able to maximize their output with the utilities? That's one thing. And the circle, it barely survives, because circle is on the northern side right now, not the southern shift. So each and every team can breathe in a good way. But just imagine right now, each and every team will know their land. And Pochinki is the area where no team is contesting. No, that area is going to leave the circle's mark really soon. But still, for now, the shore area, it's kind of that hotspot where the fights are going to happen. And Elementrix is ready in the compound.
Okay, Sagar bro with M24.
Yeah, they are pretty much ready, but Bang is the squad. Bikal on the other side is heading towards their direction. Shagar, he has the M24. Can he actually manage to connect on Bikal? But Bikal is just driving way too fast for his comfort. On the other side, Poopa Man, he is just going to throw another ground back with that Tommy gun coming in. Bikal, can he take some damage? No, he's not.
Okay, Bang assisted down.
As we take over Jyanmaara's Wong. But then just, oh my god, Thompson and Uzi.
It's
kind of a different scenario that
it's a weird meta situation right now.
It's a different meta situation. He does not have a long range gun, that means. And both the guns, Uzi for now does not support a scope.
Exactly.
I mean, obviously the circle's gonna be short, and you
don't
that, but still, you know, if you have it, it's a good thing. And Private was being shot at from one direction. Would like to apply some bandages as he has 14, and Zeal is trying to spot some players. Has an Uzi. What is this meta right now? Each and every player is trying to use Uzi with an M16 or something. It's a different plan that they are strategizing, and I think it's an incredible plan, because they know when the final circle comes and they have a closer range fight, they need to have the gun that has the most explosive damage out there.
The teams that are till the final circle are the ones who are going to go for the weapons that are pretty much overpowered or OP in the close range battles. Tommy gun is one of those. Uzi is one of those. So in close ranges, these weapons with the rate of fire that they have, if you actually manage to juke out some shots from your opponent, they are going to do a lot of damage to them. And that is going to put you at an interesting situation, because for these early stages, for these early to mid stages, like 14 to 20 minute mark now, 14 to basically 14 to 23 minute mark, you have to play really passive, because you won't be able to take any long range fights unless you can actually split up the roles for your teammates. Like two of the persons are going to be responsible for the early stages, and then later on it's going to be the remaining who are collecting all that ammo for those Uzis who are just going to run in and spam those shots. But talking about spamming things, we have the third airdrop coming in with the AUG, the 8x scope, the military level vest, helmet, and the backpack with some ammo.
Did you see next zone shrink? There was a cars cover, so a team has actually
Team Salty, Team
created an
DE,
incredible
Team
car cover,
1971,
and that was just
TDP.
incredible looking
पनि
on from
zone
that
craze
drone
man.
view, and that was like that was one of the best car covers our team could actually make. But I don't know which team it was.
Okay, यहाँ तो Salty र D को चाहिँ fight पर्ला
out
जस्तो
of
छ
that area and
Oh,
on,
hello
but out
Sugam
here,
bhai.
if we're looking, Salty squads 2 players.
हैन यार यो बिच बिचमा किन अड्केको छ
Xtreme is out there with that tree cover, and TE, the whole squad of Deadeyes is also out there. And, one thing, DC has to get into the zone. They were in that potato area, but if they will be able to make it or not, that's going to be a bit of a question. Salty Nima has a buggy for him.
और उन्हें फाइनल फाइट चाहिँ यस्तो कडा हुन्छ कि
Obviously,
यो
trying to find a
बिच बिचमा
perfect
अड्केर
adequate cover.
तनाव
That is what
दिइसक्यो
Nima is trying to do, just trying to park that vehicle so that, you know, he can have an adequate
सबै कुरा
cover
बिच
and
बिचमा
can
मनी
move
कमेन्ट्री बिच बिचमा कमेन्ट्री हान्दिन्छ
as soon as he can if he gets spotted, if he gets shot from one direction. But 10 seconds more, ladies and
XTDP
gentlemen.
and Salty
10 seconds more, and the circle of death is gonna arrive as the fifth
आज
zone
पनि
is
तर
gonna
एकदम धेरै हुन त
arrive.
यो
And if you are
ओके आरएन द्वारा
outside the
एलिमेन्ट्रिक्स को
circle,
सागर
you're
डाउन
gonna be shot at.
डाउन म्यानलाई पनि यहाँ डी को रेटेडले डाउन गर्दा भन्दै जीवन क्रेजीलाई यहाँ सोल्टी एजेको नेड इन्फोर्स 1 एचपी मा र यहाँ मुला साग अड्क्यो
AJ, Salty AJ, spotting out players, but he has been spotted. Pops up a grenade, is trying to go for the real hook, a proper hook. I think will it gonna roast someone? If it does, that's gonna be something. The grenade pops up, takes down one player, takes down second, wipes the squad. Rising Nepal.
What
my God!
What just happened? Rising Nepal taking an exit so early on, but on the other side,
AJ.
Yeah, it was just one nade coming in from the man, and that is going to be it. The team that we thought was going to take the first position after just the first game, they have been taken out by none other than Salty Squad. Today is going to be their day. They are looking to make the statement for themselves. But on the other side, Elementrix, they have to be in trouble. Salty Squad, AJ is still there. Elementrix, their players are quite low. Yeah. Salty Squad today is going to be their day. They are looking to make the statement for themselves. They are in trouble. Salty Squad, AJ is still there. Elementrix, their players are quite low. Yeah.
Pop up one more grenade on the Elementrix side. He can have 8 kills for himself. This guy had 4 kills with just one grenade. How can you do that? You don't use guns. You don't use anything. They have Uzi for guns, so they're like, let's go grenades.
Oh boy, that I think is one you should remember.
Teach me, Senpai, how do you do that? And now he's just trying to go for some other things, obviously using the utilities if he can, and a Molotov is coming out for KTM Akshay. If Suroz is out there, I think he'll be spotted down there. Suroz, look at himself, he's bleeding out, the Molotov hits him. This is the game of throwables. What is it? I mean, do you need guns? Just let us know and we'll just remove the guns because the throwables are doing enough damage right now. Ramos and Warhead are trying to pop up some smokes so that they can move forward, but then Ramos giving up the adequate cover fire so that Suraj does not go down. Another smoke coming in, but yes, it will be the demise. And Rono has been spotted. That barrel with those 17 bullets left. Can he actually make it count now? 30 trying to move forward. Will he be able
slow mode on गरिदियो अरे किन गर्नु हो कमेन्ट
to do it? Another smoke popping up. This smoke can actually help Rono this time, but through the smoke. Oh, damn! Classy gets eliminated. So does KTM Ramos for the win as he has been taken down. The fights are happening and KTM goes down
उता officially smart
as well.
What just happened? What was that? He was in a 1 versus 4, got 2 kills, then he got shot to the smoke. The teammates were going in to get the loot, but they got taken out on the other side. Salty AJ, he has been knocked down as well. Orange from the side of Elementrix was taken down. Look at this. Xtreme was knocked out as well. Elementrix, they are going to go finish off these 2 players from the side of Salty Squad, and this is looking bad after making an ultimate play. Which is one nade. Salty Squad, they are not looking so good. AJ is going to be finished off.
Chrome use गर्नुपर्छ यार
Those the hands of Orange. Just look at this Groza, the damage the
Groza lag हैन यो official मै lag भइरहेछ है
what is happening? A1 is also making out an exit on 12th spot, but
you see that
this
मैले भनेको हैन
is not
like officially lag भइरहेछ
no, this is looking like a world class finals match. That
okay, now officially lag
is happening, and each and every team, imagine they have just 1 points gap and they want it desperately. Like Rising Nepal having that exit, each and every team of the right direction. T2K bang,
Salty को निमा मात्र बाँकी देख्छु
TDP Pyro, Jyanmaara PN Gaming has to get inside the circle. 1971 on the southern side of Pochinki, so is R3D and Elementrix at the edge of the circle. Soltini was surviving for Salty Squad right now. If he gets down, that will be the end of Salty Squad. And he has TE Illusions really right next to him. Elementrix in one of the strongest spots right now. This spot is incredible. TDP on top goes down by Pyro with ES. Elementrix Shagar goes down by 1971. Nightwing Car 98 shot. Mr. Hyozu is also spotted. Was spotted, taken down by P and Mafia Ninja. Elementrix is being contested by 3 different directions. They have a ridge, but then that ridge is not doing enough for them. P and FSEC has been coming out there, and FSEC was spotted, but he has done enough damage to Mr. Hyozu. Mr. Hyozu will take it down, and T2K Hunter moving inside the circle. DE Wadusa trying to spot someone, trying to take them down. Elementrix is one of the survivors as they lose Mr. Hyozu out there, and Sallu Whitey takes on Pyro Smoke in ES. Pyro with ES has been taken down. Sallu Whitey, the trades are coming in handy. T2K Hunter, grenades, throwables, popping up.
Oh, bhai, sab kyun ho gaya?
Illusions, he can go down. Wadusa, grenade on him. Wadusa goes down by a grenade by T2K Hunter.
You don't know when the game of nades were.
That was a perfectly timed up grenade. Illusions would like to give up a revival as T2K's players are also being revived. Gunner goes down by FSEC. Scarl coming in handy, and Mafia Ninja takes down Nang. Rated sir, that's a flank. Shifu sir, that's a flank coming in handy.
Okay, door net ko spam bhayiraheko cha yahan.
Right now, look at Shifu sir moving forward to spot some players. T2K Hunter has been spotted, but then he's out there in the cover. Shifu sir moving forward, right in front of 4 players. Takes down one. Incredible clutch right now. Going on to him, Shifu sir will try to take down second one. Shari is also down. Now DE Rated and Wadusa are moving in forward. Boli Hang and T2K Legend, 2 players surviving. Will they be able to take it out as Wadusa goes on, but T2K, that's it. Shifu sir clutches it out for the team and will be able to give a revive as well.
Yeah, that was an amazing engagement. T2K being wiped out on the other side was quite unfortunate. But talking about wipeouts, there's going to be the wipeout from the side of PDP. They are engaging against Elementrix. Shagar, he has the advantage of the high ground too.
आज कस्तो अर्कै टाइपको फाइट भइरहेको छ
From the side of PDP have been knocked out, but Elementrix, they are fighting in the open, so they have to be careful this time around. Saga, the only man left standing. The Molotov is going to go down by Shagar, and that could probably drop the players from the side of TTP, but Shagar, he's going for the peak on the other side, where the players from the side of PN Gaming are present.
Fixed lag.
They are there. Elementrix is still left with 3 players. Orange Shagar are there. They are gonna try and split their attention between the 2 fights, but that is not gonna be advised. On the other side, Pyro Yama, he was just prone. 1971 Gladiators, Sallu.
Okay, Sallu
he's gonna cook up that nade and
Coffee द्वारा Elementrix को Sagar was knocked out.
Where is spotted
down. Yama तिर nade आएको जस्तो छ.
Time the grenade. Look at this grenade comes up but close to Yama. ES, if he knows the location, if he knows he needs to just cook it right, he can take him down. TDP Saga goes down. And 9 teams remaining. There's 20 people alive. Yama, ES. Ditches his Carl, takes the M4 right now. Will he be able to make the use of it? Has a PSS as well. Sallu Whitey going for the 3rd grenade this time. Yama ES has also used a throwable. A throwable that was not enough. These are something. Yama ES has been damaged and now is taking the zone damage as well. Sallu Whitey has spotted him, and yes, Team Pyro gets eliminated on 9 spot, down to 8 teams. 1971's players are moving in forward as they want a safer spot. Bang pick up at the edge of the circle. DE inside the circle. Rest assured, all the other teams need to make their way to the circle and for the chicken dinner as well. PN Gaming, a grenade fairly close to them, does the damage. As it goes on, Blade goes on, grenades, 4 grenades out there. Will try to take their health, so many throwables being used out. Anish, the lone survivor. Shifu sir once again move forward. Is this a game of Shifu sir? As he's gonna clutch it, takes on one more player. Mafia Ninja is left as Shifu sir is moving forward. Anish has been finished. Asek has been finished. By DE, Shifusa, Mafia Ninja in that smoke cloud. TDP gets eliminated on 8th position. Shifusa still trying
look at those
to
guys.
form an area. Wadusa moves in forward, takes it down. PN Gaming gets eliminated on 7. 6 teams remaining, 12 people alive, and Deadeyes has
Salty Nima त्यहाँ Salty पनि I think solo Nima
as their eyes set on the chicken dinner as they have all the 4 players left and 8 kills in their bag.
Every team in the top 8 of the table has been taken out of this game. This game is going wild. Elementrix with just 1 player alive. Orange, can you class this situation for your team? It is going to be a 1v9 for you, brother. You have IRD2 right in front of you. IR2 is going to take out Orange with that Uzi finally coming into play on the other side. 1971 Gladiators is going to cat out back. And Bikal, who is going to be taken out of this game. Now DE, this could be their game. They have the man advantage in their favor. They have all 4 players alive for them, and there are just a total of 8 in the game. On the other side, yeah.
How is DE doing it? 3 kills for Rated, sir. How many kills does Shifu sir have? As that's one thing we'll have to see. IR2 is the lone survivor out there, and DE is looking really, really good out in this fight. Illusion sir, Wadu sir, Rated sir, Shifu sir. 3
फेरि डी को दुईजनाले जोन भित्र
छिरिसकेको छ दुईजना this guy has done
1971 रेड को चाहिँ एकजना सोल्टी निमा पनि एकजना
one hand has taken his team from being
1971 को दुईजना हो त्यति हो
at 12
4v1 ओके निमाले यहाँ ड्यामेज भेटेको छ र रेटेड द्वारा निमा
goes down. This is the battle, ladies and gentlemen. 3 teams remaining. 4 players from DE, 1 player from 1 player now from 1971 as Nightwing also goes on and he will be finished. Ryan is the sole survivor and R3D.
Okay, Illusion फेरि माथि पुग्यो.
IR2, R3D, 1971 DE. You guys know this is a DE game, right? As DE is playing the game. They are not just, playing game. They are having a fun in getting the chicken in their hands as they look confident. 6 players alive.
Okay, IR2 को firing सुन्यो जस्तो छ.
All they need to do is stay inside the circle and
IR2 पनि spotted 1971 लाई spot गर्नु बाकी 1971 प्ले जोन बाहिर जान सक्ने सम्भावना छ. ल बाहिर हिल गर्ने प्रयास गरेछ. इल्युजन चाहिँ
if they spot IR2 and yes, he has been spotted. Ryan takes his team to the second position and if anything, I think
बाहिर जाँदै जोन बाहिर गएर हान्न लागेर न ओ भाइ साहब
with the game of DE as Illusion moves forward. Go for it and play zone. Takes 1971 Gladiators down, and this is the game. Rated sir with 5 kills.
Wow.
Deadeyes.
Wow, a lot of interesting things.
So many grenades.
मजा आयो त्यही भने के कति अड्यो यार तर डी को कडा गेम यार ल्याग 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 ल्याग
the team that got the revenge getting wiped out. I mean,
watch,
it was
140 PP no lag
till the point where Rising Nepal was one of the first teams to get eliminated out of the game. Yeah. And then, and out of all things, which is one nade, one grenade changed everything. And from that fight, from that engagement between Salty and Rising Nepal, not just Salty, it was just one guy from Salty squad, AJ, versus the entire squad from Rising Nepal. From that one fight, the game just collapsed and everything just went haywire.
I mean, it was just a
Nepali team Deadeyes
change of game. The pace that it took in just one simple fashion. You started off with a car chase, and like it was just normal thing. It just started off normal, being a normal game and everything. Then grenade comes in handy. As Salty just one grenade. Takes on 4 players.
And I think that was his last throwable as well, because in the next fight he did not have anything. He's basically just lying there trying to wait
With
for his
Elementrix,
teammates.
the next fight was Elementrix.
Against Elementrix, when AJ was fighting, there was this slight ridge in front of them, and AJ was on one side. He had one tree, and Elementrix was on the other. Had he had throwables, he could have gone for more plays, put in a smoke or thrown in a nade to make some space for himself. But that was his last nade that he used to wipe out the entire side of Rising Nepal. On the other side, as I was saying during the game, all the teams that were in the top 8 got eliminated early on. PN Gaming went, Rising Nepal went, but before that, let's have a look at the game standings right now and see how the teams are going to look and where they have finished and how many points have they earned for themselves. Deadeye Guys, DE, 11 kills. Hey, we had another day wherein everyone just went 11, 11, 11,
Winning
11.
team always has 11 kills, and that's one thing showing out for them. 97 Gladiators out on the second position with 6 kills and 20 points. 3 Devils on third. Salty squad making a comeback once again. I mean, they have low kill points, but then they have good placement points. That takes them up to 4th. TDP, a comeback. 5th position. PN Gaming slightly falling short, but then 6th position. Ultimate Bang out there on 7th. And Elementrix. For the first time in semis, we are seeing them in the top 8 section as well. Now in the semi-finals. So yeah, feels good. But one thing, it's like the
dip just was all of a sudden, because it was 31, 20, 19, boom. Everything just fell apart from there. But moving on to the bottom 8, we have Team Pyro on the 9th with 6 points, T2K on the 10th with 4 points, Rage on the 11th, 3 points to the names. Damn Classy is going to be 12th with 3 points, Jyanmaara is going to be 13th with 2 points, Rising Nepal is going to be 14th with 2 points, Vibes is going to be 15th with 2 points. Even the Vibes got eliminated early on. They are going to be 15th just because they got that 1 kill. And A1 Esports is going to be last with just 1 point to the name.
It always matters. And let's just talk about MVP as well as we are going for the discussion. And I think it is rated, sir, if I'm not wrong, as he had incredible amount of kills. 5 kills on his back, 526 damage. I want to do one thing. I don't know if we can pull that off, but I want to see Shifu sir's damage. If we can get DE Shifu sir's damage, as that guy was running all the way in the kill streak. This guy has Shifu and rated. Sir, if we can just see head to head from the same team, if that is gonna be something really amazing, as the guy was just he was blazing. I think he has 3 kills. But he'll be having 600, 700 damage easy if I'm not wrong, because he grenaded. He went with the guns through the inside the smoke. So I think that guy did incredible work, if anything.
Yeah, that was actually pretty important. And as we always talk about, it is sort of up to the entry fragger to drop the first player from the enemy team and create an opening, a safe opening for his own team.
Browser
wherein they will have the advantage in an engagement. And Shifu, as Ocean stated, he was lighting up the kill feed constantly, and you could actually see his name pop up a lot. But now we will have the head-to-head for the first time from the 2 guys in the same team.
That is different. I thought that he'll be having much more damage because he was running in the kill.
As Ocean stated, he was lighting up the kill feed constantly, and you could actually see his name pop up a lot. But now we will have the head-to-head for the first time from the 2 guys in the same team.
That is different. I thought that he'll be having much more damage because he was running in the kill feed, but then he has just 318 damage. That's that's still unacceptable by me.
But he was still engaging in a lot of battles. Look at his healing down.
He took down people with grenades, to be honest, if I'm not wrong, and he did incredible work in that. But still, I don't know. But grenade kill comes to rated, so for some reason, not Shifu.
Oh boy.
Maybe his people got revived or something, or things like that. Those things sometimes happen.
Because everyone is not lucky like Salty AJ was. I wouldn't say luck, but Rising Nepal over there put themselves in a really hard spot. When you see a guy shooting at you and plus the nades being thrown, they were still just all of them just clustered up close to that jeep over there, right behind the tree, and that sort of costed them this entire game. But on the other side, DE, Deadeye Guys, well played. That's just all I want to say. Well played to this team.
Yeah, I mean, incredibly amazing. Deadeyes Guys has left a mark. See, Rising Nepal, they have 2 points in this match. But the team that was dominating one day, what went wrong with that team?
Ocean, you are the reason why Rising Nepal got eliminated. You said they were going to get 1 point.
I was hoping with this conversation never arrived. But
you said they were going to get 1 point and they're going to make it to 100. They got 2, they made it to 101.
But okay, let's just go to the overall standings as we are talking, and let's just see what the overall standings are right now. As INES 107, Rising Nepal, see there.
ब्राउजर चाहिँ गरेर नि काम छैन.
They are on second right now. They started on third, and because of the kill points, incredible thing.
Yeah. 5 played, yeah.
5 played, 61 placement points for second and third, 40 kills for second and third. But they have two chicken dinners. That is taking them to the second spot.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they would have been third or something, like 101 points. 61, 40, 101. That's similar for second and third.
Yeah, and look at this. Only 2 teams in the top 8 have played 5 games to the name, and both of them were taken out. Rising Nepal, PN Gaming climbing quite slowly. PN Gaming is sitting on the 5th position, moving up a little bit. But on the other side, Rising Nepal moving on towards the 2nd position. Just need one chicken dinner. They are gonna have first for themselves as well. Don't even need a chicken dinner. You just finish 2nd with like 3 kills to your name. You are gonna take that position for yourself.
And I think they are gonna go for it this time, as the next map is gonna be Sanhok, and they can do really good stuff. But then let's go to the other section of the table, as Gladiators also move forward. Deadeyes Guys also move forward. Then obviously they have played 8 games. They are just coming down a bit, and
Deadeyes Guys, they have 59 points after like apart from which 31 points were from the last game.
Yeah,
lagging so
that is a huge jump.
Yeah, that's quite a bit of jump. And if they play their cards right, and right, I mean, yeah, obviously they will be playing their cards right. They'll try to go for it. They might finish in the top 8 overall at the end of the day, and they will try to look for it. Not even top 8. They'll try to look for a top 5 finish if they are going for it. Salty Squad meanwhile staying at the 13th spot, not going up, not going down. That's one thing. R3 Devils climbing up forward. Jyanmaara obviously coming up down out in this game. They had a good run, but then they sort of fell short. Elementrix climbing up top at that position, obviously. They were trying to climb up top, and they were trying to finish up in a good spot.
Yeah, and moving on to the bottom 8 of this overall standings, we have Ultimate Bang, who are gonna be 17, Team T2K 18, KTM Rage are gonna be 19, Damn Classy 28, KS Axe, they are gonna fall this entire day, and Wolf's Den is gonna fall down as well. KS Axe are gonna be 21st, Vibes is gonna be 22nd, Team Pyro is gonna be 23rd, A1 Esports are gonna be 24th. But A1 Esports, once again, the last game for them was just not theirs. Same goes for Vibes, same goes for Pyro. They need to start picking up points as fast as they can.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they are going to be in the same category as KS Axe after today.
Yeah, I mean, that is one thing that's going to obviously change each and everything for the teams. KS Axe, obviously, if see, every team out there has a chance to take 1, 2, 3, 10 kills even if they want to. So KSX, if not, obviously not playing today,
top
they're
16
going to end up 24th. If anything, because they have played their 8 games, they have the time, but then the time is going to come tomorrow. And tomorrow, if anything, they would like to climb up the ladder. But for now, these are the standings, and we'll have to see what happens as the matches, slowly and steadily progress.
Yeah, that is definitely something we have to watch out for. But we'll be back after a short break. You guys stay tuned and keep watching. The next game is going to be on Sanhok.
तर फर्स्ट म्याच डीले यस्तो कडा भएको थियो आज फर्स्ट म्याच हैन तर हो यस्तै पुरा ल्याग भएको भइसक्यो तर गिट्टी थियो
ओइ किशोर के भयो भर्खर भन न
के भयो
म अफिसमा गएर हेरेको तिम्रोमा भन्दा मेरोमा झन् ब्रेक देखाइराके
के भयो रे
त्यहाँ तिम्रोमा चाहिँ ब्रेक भन्यो हैन मेरोमा चाहिँ अझै बोलिरा थियो तिम्रोमा ब्रेक भएपछि बल्ल मेरोमा एकछिनपछि ब्रेक भयो के अफिसियलमा के त्यस्तो लेट छ मेरो
यप सुशान्त ब्रदर अफिसियल नै ल्याग छ के म चाहिँ यहाँ एनजीसी को स्क्रिनमा बसिरहेको छु रुममा त्यही कारण त स्क्रिनशट लिनु पर्ने अरे मैले 3 जना टिम सत्र बाँकी 8 जना अलग रहेछन्
बेंगला साग
EV1V4 को स्थिति रहेछ फेरि यता चाहिँ
के हो रे
के हो के यो मिस सुन्दरीको उसो रे हो
किन रिसार्च थिएन नरिसाउनु हो चिल ट्रबल म्याम कता गएको आज रे कतिखेर क्रिप्टो
त्यो त किल पोइन्ट भइहाल्यो हेरौँ है त्यो चाहिँ हेर्न दिन्छ कि नै हेरौँ है अब
Right, he can take him down. Tribute Saga goes down, and 9 teams remaining. Ladies and gentlemen, 20 people alive. Yama ES ditches his Carl, takes the 10 seconds more, and the
Yama चाहिँ bombले
ages, and then later on, it's going to be the remaining two who are collecting all that ammo for those Uzis who are just going to run in and spam those shots. But talking about spamming things, we have the third airdrop coming in with the AUG, the 8x scope, the military level vest, helmet and the backpack with some ammo.
And did you see the top left area when the airdrop was arriving? There's a car's cover, so a team has actually created an incredible car cover, and that was just incredible looking on from that drone view, and that was like that was one of the best car covers a team could actually make. But I don't know which team it was. There was no team name or anything out on that area, and but out here, well looking, Salty squads, 2 players, Xtreme is out here with that tree cover, and TE, the whole squad of Deadeyes is also out there. And, one thing, DC has to get into the zone. They were in that Potato Hill area, but if they will be able to make it or not, that's going to be a bit of a question. Salty Nima has a buggy for him. Xtreme has a Dacia for him. Obviously, trying to find a perfect adequate cover. That is what Nima is trying to do. Just trying to park that vehicle so that, he can have an adequate cover and can move as soon as he can if he gets spotted, if he gets shot from one direction. But 10 seconds more, ladies and gentlemen. 10 seconds more, and the circle of death is going to arrive as the 5th zone is going to arrive, and if you are outside the circle, you're going to be shot at. Predator takes down Elementrix. Puma Man is also down. That means this is going to be really, really bad for Elementrix. Even Crazy has been taken over. Salty AJ spotting out players, but he has been spotted. Pops up a grenade. Is trying to go for the real cook, a proper cook. I think, will it going to roast someone? If it does, that's going to be something good. The grenade pops up, takes down one player, takes down second, wipes the squad. Rising Nepal.
What just happened? What just happened? Rising Nepal taking an exit so early on, but on the other side,
AJ.
Yeah, it was just one nade coming in from the man, and that is going to be it. The team that we thought was going to take the first position after just the first game, they have been taken out by none other than Salty Squad. Today is going to be their day. They are looking to make the statement for themselves. But on the other side, Elementrix, they have to be in trouble. Salty Squad, AJ is still there. Elementrix, their players are quite low.
He needs to pop up one more grenade on the Elementrix side. He can have 8 kills for himself. This guy had 4 kills with just one grenade. How can you do that? You don't use guns. You don't use anything. They have Uzi for guns, so they're like, let's go grenades.
Oh boy, that I think is one you should remember.
Teach me, Senpai, how do you do that? And now he's just trying to go for some other things, obviously using the utilities if he can. And a Molotov is coming out for KTM's Akshay. If Suroj is out there, I think he'll be spotted down as well. Suroj, look at himself. He's bleeding out. He's bleeding out. The Molotov hits him. This is the game of throwables. What is it? I mean, do you need guns? Just let us know, and we'll just remove the guns because the throwables are doing enough damage right now. Ramos and Warhead are trying to pop up some smokes so that they can move forward. But then Ramos giving up the adequate cover fire so that Suraj does not go down. Another smoke coming in, but yes, it will be the demise of Ronu, who has been spotted. That barrel with those 17 bullets left, can he actually make it count? Now 30 trying to move forward. Will he be able to do it? Another smoke popping up. This smoke can actually help Ronu this time, but through the smoke. Oh, damn, Classy gets eliminated. So does KTM Ramos for the win as he has been taken down. I mean, the fights are happening and KTM goes down as well.
What just happened? What was that? He was in a 1 versus 4, got 2 kills, then he got shot through the smoke. The teammates were going in to get the loot, but they got taken out on the other side. Salty AJ, he has been knocked down as well. Orange from the side of Elementrix was taken down. Look at this. Xtreme was knocked out as well. Elementrix, they are going to go finish off these 2 players from the side of Salty Squad, and this is looking bad after making an ultimate play with just 1 nade. Salty Squad, they are not looking so good.
Groza.
AJ is going to be finished off with that
in the hands of Orange. Just look at this Groza, the damage the Groza can actually do. But what is happening? A1 Esports also making out that exit on 12th spot. But This is not looking like a semi-finals match.
No.
This is looking like a world-class finals match that is happening at each and every team. Imagine they have just 1 points gap and they want it desperately. Like Rising Nepal having that exit. Each and every team of the right direction. T2K, Bang, TDP, Pyro, Jyanmaara, PN Gaming has to get inside the circle. 1971 on the southern side of Portuguese, so is R3D and Elementrix at the edge of the circle. Salty Nima surviving for Salty squad right now. He gets down, that will be the end of Salty squad, and he has TE Illusions fairly right next to him. Elementrix in one of the strongest spots right now. This spot is incredible. TDP on top goes down by Pyro with ES. Elementrix Shagar goes down by 1971. Night doing car 98 shot. Mr. Hyozu is also spotted. Was spotted, taken down by P and Mafia Ninja. Elementrix is being contested by 3 different directions. They have a ridge, but then that ridge is not doing enough for them. P and Fsec has been coming out there, and Fsec was spotted, but he has done enough damage to Mr. Hyozu, and Mr. Hyozu will be taken down. And T2K Hunter moving inside the circle. DE Wadusa trying to spot someone, trying to take them down. Elementrix Pooman is one of the survivors as they lose Mr. Hyozu out there, and Sallu Whitey takes on Pyro Smoke in ES. Pyromith ES has been taking down Sallu Whitey. The trades are coming in handy. T2K Hunter. Grenades, throwables, popping up, illusions, he can go down. Wadusa, grenade on him. Wadusa goes down by a grenade by T2K Hunter. That was a perfectly timed up grenade. Illusions would like to give up a revival as T2K's players are also being revived. Gunner goes down by MC Scarl coming in handy, and Mafia Ninja takes down Nang. Rated sir, that's a flank. Shifu sir, that's a flank coming in handy right now. Look at Shifu sir moving forward to spot some players. T2K Hunter has been spotted, but then he's out there in the cover. Shifu sir moving forward right in front of 4 players. Takes down 1. Incredible clutch right now going on to him. Shifu sir will try to take down second one. Shari is also down. Now DE Rated and Wadusa moving in forward. Boli Hang and T2K Legend. 2 players surviving. Will they be able to take it out as Wadusa goes on? But T2K that's it. Shifu clutches it out for the team and will be able to give a revive as well.
Yeah, that was an amazing engagement. T2K being wiped out on the other side was quite unfortunate. But talking about wipeouts, this could be the wipeout from the side of TDP. They are engaging against Elementrix. Shagar, he has the advantage of the high ground. 2 players already from the side of TDP have been knocked out. But Elementrix, they are fighting in the open, so they have to be careful this time around. Saga, the only man left standing. The Molotov is going to go down by Shagar, and that could probably drop the players from the side of TDP. But Shagar, he is on the other side, where the players from the side of PN Gaming are present.
Anish
and Afsec, they are there. Elementrix is still
Thank you PSB Gaming for subscribing.
Orange Shagar.
यो सबै रेटेडले GTA खेलेर केटाहरुको नाम सर राख्दै हो.
There's tension between the two fights, but that is not going to be advisable. On the other side, Pyro Yama.
Okay, Yamaले चाहिँ सिन्ट्रोलाई चाहिँ त्यता फिनिश हानेको.
1971 Gladiator, Saluwaiti, he's going to cook up that nade and throw it close to the tree where he spotted out one of the players.
उत्साहको मात्र बाँकी थियो, उत्साहलाई चाहिँ उसले हानेको
रहेछ. Yama ES, if he knows the location, if he knows he needs to just cook it right, he can take him down. TDP Utsaga goes down, and 9 teams remaining, ladies and gentlemen, 20 people alive. Yama ES ditches his Karel, takes the M4 right now. Will he be able to make the use of it? Has a VSS as well. Salu Whitey going for the 3rd grenade this time. Yama ES has also used a throwable that was not enough. Yama ES has been damaged, and now he's taking the zone damage as well. Salu Whitey has spotted him, and yes, Team Pyro gets eliminated on 9 spot down to 8 teams. 1971's players are moving in forward as they want a safer spot. Bang Pikal at the edge of the circle. DE inside the circle. Rest assured, all the other teams need to make their way to the circle and for the chicken dinner as well. PN Gaming, a grenade fairly close to them, does the damage. FSI goes down, Blake goes down, grenades. 4 grenades out there. Will try to take their health. So many players being used on Anish, the lone survivor. Shifusa once again move forward. Is this a game of Shifusa as he's gonna clutch it? Takes down one more player. Mafia Ninja is left as Shifusa is moving forward. Anish has been finished. Alsec has been finished by DE. Shifusa, Mafia Ninja in that smoke cloud. TDP gets eliminated on 8th position. Shifusa still trying to form an area. Wadusa moves in forward, takes it down. PN Gaming gets eliminated on 7th. 6 teams remaining, 12 people alive, and Deadeyes has their eyes set on a chicken dinner as they have all the 4 players left and 8 kills in their bag.
Every team in the top 8 of the table has been taken out of this game. This game is going wild. Elementrix with just 1 player alive. Orange, can you this situation for your team. It is going to be a 1v9 for you, brother. You have IRD2 right in front of you. IR2 is going to take out Orange with that finally coming into play on the other side. 1971 Gladiators is going to cat out Bang Bikal, who is going to be taken out of this game. Now DE throne is going to be up for the taking, but this time this is still just the semi-finals. So being on the top is not going to matter for much.
Day 3 second match. Let's see what's the domination.
Yeah, I mean that the mark actually went top 16, but then is the team staying there, because we know KSX has had their 8 kills, still they are kind of lacking that position, and then there's Elementrix that was out in that area, but then they just stood up. Salty Squad currently on 13th position is out there. There are teams that are still struggling to make their way in that top 16, but if they have that good game, or if not just one good game, if they have that consistent gameplay throughout the day, they can slowly and steadily pick up the pace for their
first game.
They can make a roadmap for the rest of the days to actually walk.
Deadeyes.
Yeah, they can set themselves up basically for the future and for the next set of games that are gonna start from tomorrow. But for now, that's the thing. Wolves Den is not going to play. They have played their 4 games. They have played their 8 games so far, and they are still sitting in the towards the sliding down towards the bottom half of the second table. On the other side, KSX are in a really bad situation right now. The only thing that can save them is that if the teams around them start messing things up, like A1 Esports dropping down almost to the last position in the last game, but now Sanhok
map
once again is going to be live, and the play
one time I KTM dogs tira vibes
Paradise Resort is going to be available. Lakavi is going to be there. Kampong is going to be available. Painan, Camp Charlie. No one goes to Camp Charlie, but 16, this time KTM are there. Camp is going to be available.
Day 3 day 4
Mongami is going to be one of the locations that you can go if you like to be safe, but on the other side, the island of Camp Alpha, that is going to be
that's going to be just left out, or if anything, if that happens. Vibes right now trying to go for a safer spot. Let's see what Vibes do, as they are out in the dogs, no fight to get out there. Otherwise Vibes had a kind of a bad run. They were the first one to get eliminated out there, but as of now they are safe. This area seems really good for them, as they can loot up efficiently, they can move efficiently. That movement is going to change everything for the game. Meanwhile, if you're looking into the circle is on the Camp Bravo Mong Nai side. No one's out there in Mong Nai. I mean, we know it, the players don't know it. 1971 is out there in Khao.
Look at this.
Look at it, the team that came second in the previous game, TDP, is really close to them. So 1971 and TDP, they can engage in an early fight if that happens. Vector, AKM, good guns in the hands of Vibes players as well.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be it. But on the other side, Vibes, the way they suffered in the last game, I think that was one of the big factors into the decision making in this one, as to where they landed and how they are planning to rotate. On the other side, we do see JM and A1 Esports on 2 different sides of this riverbank, and if one of the other team actually spotting each other out, then we could see an engagement coming. Talking about things coming, it is going to be Salty Squad. They are going to be on the Paradise Resort, but look at this, Vibes. They are just playing with 3 players for themselves.
I mean, that is one of the things. Like it all
I think
matters,
like join 1 million.
Like maybe they would have been late to the lobby, and the lobby rules, they are strict. You kind of need to be on time if anything. So sometimes those things kind of actually matter anything. I mean, not being rude or anything, but if you're playing with 3 players, you're not giving 1 kill to someone else. Pro noob out there. Just joking, to be honest. But then I mean, they a really good run, but now R3D's IR2 is in a bad spot.
Red को IR2 लाई हटाउन गरिसकेको छ. Pyro को ट्रेप्स अगाडि आएर फिनिश गर्ने प्रयास I think. Private चाहिँ पछाडबाट कभर दिने प्रयास गरेको. उ चाहिँ ओपनमा आइरहेको छ.
That is a new fashion that players go for.
But this could backfire for Travis, because Private from the other side is coming in towards the rescue for his teammate IR2. He's slowly bleeding out. But if R3D Private actually comes and makes it over here, then he can engage upon Travis, who is not going to be suspecting sort of a collapse upon him. But as I was saying about Private, Anzil is on the other side of this, which you can see his name on your screens, but I don't think anyone is going to save IR2. He is going to head up and give his kill over to Travis.
He was just heading towards Travis, and he was like, "All right, take it. Just go for it. Just this is yours." And
this one,
let's see you in the next lobby, and then I'll have my revenge back. And Zeal, on the other hand, and Private out in this Query area. I mean, Query is a good area, but the water slows down your movement if you're around this area. And Pyros, the players, Myth ES, Smoking ES, are out there in Painan. An incredible
map
area, to be honest. If you need to rotate from one point to the other, meanwhile talking about rotation, is out there. And T2K
season last
front of it, but no doubt he would not like to engage right now. He has an auto. Is that an auto or anything, or that three-wheeler?
Yeah, I think
silent pillar
and Sincere is trying to move away
silent
from Rising Nepal right now. Rising Nepal will have to see if they strategize their because they are in a desperate need of good kills and or good position, whichever comes. And if both of them comes, obviously they'll be looking forward for it. Sonam has a barrel.
Okay, DC को atom ले चाहिँ त्यहाँबाट sport गरेर हान्न सक्ने सम्भावना छ. Sport गरेर जस्तो लाग्यो मलाई atom ले चाहिँ.
Power, fire, power, skill, power. That's all the things that he has. But then the only thing that this team currently lacks is kills. And I think he has spotted the top. Yes, he has spotted the top. He is moving forward. But then DC.
Okay, atom को अगाडि 4 जना उर्र जाँदै.
That's gonna be something. But then atom is safe right now. Behind this area.
तर एटमले स्पोर्ट गर्यो. ओके उता आरे डीले चाहिँ स्पोर्ट गरे जस्तो छ.
Really low right now, and the
okay, एटमले नेट ओ भाइ भाइ भाइ.
Is the throwable gonna hit someone? A throwable comes in, is gonna go, and nobody's home. But now Sonam knows that there's a player that is fairly close, and another throwable from his direction. Oh, that was.
आरनले सब बंगाली मारेर कोही तल भएको नेपाली हातदेखि मर्दियो त. अरे राजु मास्टर छोड्दै त्यो कुरा. यहाँ तनाव भइरहेछ.
To pull him out. But what I wanted to talk about was the fact. Did you see how Rising Nepal,
Sonam sir के हो सर झुकेर बाटो बिराउनु भयो त सर.
All of them actually stick together and run in together, unlike some of the other teams that we have been seeing
त्यो ड्रप चिप लगेर
who usually go in for those split plays. And Ocean, look at this airdrop just lying at the bottom of a mountain with that Groza. It's just going to be really
मेरो त अड्के छैन यार.
I mean, yeah, obviously the airdrop out there, obviously everyone would like to have their eyes. We saw Groza and AUG being coming into play in the previous game as and Private out here can spot Shifu sir.
Okay, Private ले चाहिँ शिफुलाई स्पोर्ट गर्यो होला है maybe.
Goes for a U-turn.
तर यो शिफुले पनि स्पोर्ट गरेर जस्तो लाग्यो. Private हल्का उस गरेको बेला.
Just trying to find out the opponents if they can. That's going to be something what Shifu sir is trying to corner them if he can solely and solely right now. He needs his players right badly as they can give an adequate cover. Wadu sir and Red sir coming in forward right now.
Okay, Red को चाहिँ दुवै जना यही रहेछ है.
First game, they would like to go for the second one in the second game itself, but will
okay,
they go for
Private
it? Can they do it? That's going to be one of the best important, and that could have been the first blood from DE's side, but as of now, Anzil is safe. A grenade pin has been pulled. Both the players have pulled up a grenade pin, but then I think the damage one is
damage
look at that Shifu
what a nade
in that incredible grenade skill by Anzil. He has dropped first person. This is looking bad. Smokes on his left. He knows the player can actually arrive from that area.
Wadu पनि डाउन हुँदै सीजन द्वारा Wadu sir knocked out on finish.
He can make an early exit. Shifu sir is down. Wadu sir is down. The team that had chicken dinner in the first game is gonna go down like this. This should not be happening. This cannot happen right now. But Deadeyes can easily be spotted. If that happens, Private can take him down. Illusion sir would like to give a drive to Wadu sir, but can he actually do that? Wadu sir is bleeding, and just a touch right now in that 1 single second of time. But still, as you see, Private is desperately trying to spot him, and Illusion was spotted, but still, Private would like to give him a second chance. Wadu sir is up right now, but season has also been taken down by the Illusion sir. I mean, the fight
started.
The fight has definitely started.
Smoke
What just happened? Was that a smoke or a nade?
That was a smoke.
And what is that trajectory like? Where did it go from? Like, was that a curve?
Right, left, right.
Did I just
have you seen like South Indian movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I remember a Hollywood movie where they would just flick the guns and the bullet would just. Wanted was the movie with I've forgotten the actor.
I saw a video. I saw a video. Yeah, I
saw a video in
Discovery Channel, and they were trying to go for it. Can you actually flick a bullet by moving forward in the direction and all those? Yeah, you see a lot of stuff
but
on
this
the
guy
internet.
did it. This guy flicked a nade. They were bullets. He flicked a nade. That too twice. In just one throw.
Okay, Solty र TDP को चाहिँ पर्ला जस्तो छ है.
See, this guy's a magician.
गफ नै बेसी के गर्ने गफ.
And
कैसे चिकन खायो यो गेम ब्रो सोंगम ब्रदर आइको सुरुको म्याच चाहिँ DE ले खाएको.
R3D and Zeal with that M4 and 40 bullets and that M4. We'll have to see one thing. R3D started the fight.
Yeah.
R3D's first player went down. DE engaged in the fight, and DE also had their players go down. That means DE, maybe if you're not ready for a fight, you should not actually engage in. And that's what DE kind of needs to know, because they had a chicken dinner, they should be going for another one. But can they? A big question.
Yeah, and there are some of these check marks that you need to go through before actually engaging in. Do you think they have the information that you are going to come in? Do you think they have spotted you? Have you spotted all their players? How many players are you expecting to fight? There are all the things that you need to consider. But talking about considering things, Vibes is just considering to wipe out an entire squad right now. KTM is in the process, but on the other side, R3D, they are going to be in trouble because they engaged upon the wrong squad. They were going against DE, and that is the team that won the first chicken dinner with 31 points to their name. But coming back to this one, Vibes, they have the high ground advantage. On the other side, KTM, they are going to be fighting from quite the open.
DE, TDP र सोल्टी को फाइट गर्न सक्छ
on the flank for his team, but Ramos, he just has one rock in front.
रेडहरु चाहिँ त्यो एगेरे रेड भन्दा डीहरु चाहिँ रेडसँग फाइट लिन छोडेर पछाडीपट्टि जान्छ पछाडी गएर तीनटासँग फाइट गर्न सक्छ
from this fight is going to be isolated all alone in that hut, because the moment he gives his position to the players of White, they are going to start being careful from his angle as well. On the other hand, if he just hides there, when one of his players goes down, for example, if Ramos just went down, Vibes, if they actually try and charge it, Suraj can come in for a team wipe.
Yeah, that's one of the things that he can actually go for and he can actually do. But look at Zerad and they are doing an incredible movement. Knight is on one side. Yeah. Goes for the spray on Zerad. Knight is on. If Ramos goes on the spray on Zerad, Knight is on. So the spotting power of Vibes is going in a really good way.
1v1 that is what. Okay, Solty र DE को पर TJ द्वारा सीफुड डाउन. Rated ला पनि डाउन. TDP ले पनि डाउन.
No fight against DE.
DE getting sandwich. र सीफुड लाई पनि डाउन. Russian ले चाहिँ सीफुड लाई last guy from team DE.
But then TDP is also out there. Can they confirm the kill of Rated, sir? Or will it go in the hands of Solty? DE not looking good. They are in the big leagues right now, right in front of two big teams. Imagine two players clutching a 2v8. No, they are moving backwards. Good choice right now. But then now TDP knows that Solty is out there. Solty knows that TDP is out there. Will they engage in a fight? Will this fight happen? Let's find out.
Yeah, they have already lost a player, and Rated Sir being taken down is going to force DE to disengage from this fight entirely, just pulling them away. On the other side, TDP and Solty. Which one of these two teams is actually going to try and go for the kill on this one? Because Rated Sir, he is knocked down. He's just sitting there. That is going to be one juicy point for whoever can grab it. But now, Buffy, with that QBC, was trying to get this one. Yeah.
Imagine if DE Rated Sir chooses to give his skill to Solty. I mean, he got killed by Tutsarga. That would have been like such a big move. Like TDP would have been extremely pissed. They will be like, "No, I took you down. Why are you going there to give the kill to Solty?"
Then they get angry and kill the entire squad of Solty.
Or
they try and engage in anger and get taken out themselves.
A Super Saiyan move, right?
One of the things we were talking about psychology and how the players think, the pressure they have to deal with. One of the things that sort of
thank you,
you see in most of the pros ocean is how disconnected their emotions are. Like they don't make their decisions based on their emotions and how they feel. It is everything inside the game is calculated.
Everything needs to be calculated. See, you can't let the emotions get the best of you, because if that happens, you sometimes make out wrong decisions, and you don't need that.
Okay, yeah, Suraj is night light Suraj
and Suraj would like to go for it. Knight, on the other hand, he has spotted some players, but he does not know exactly where in that area, and Suraj is ready for that as he has his scope up, and Knight was in the open. Will he try to go for it? Yes.
Okay, Knight light short lang
and that is the end right now, as Knight is safe, and Suraj, he wasted quite a bit of time right now. I mean, obviously he was in the other directions as well, but see, KTM has wife pinned outside the circle, and they are ready for it. Zerad would like to spot, but then the shots were being lined up on the rock itself, but still they're ready for it. And PN, on the other hand, really close to A1 Esports, but not engaging in the fight as of now, as A1 is sandwiched between PN and DC. As you guys can see, nobody's out there in Paradise, nobody's out there in Camp Bravo. If the zone shifts to some of these areas, that's going to leave out a mark. But Salty, TDP are in the good spot. Exactly. They are in the good spot as they'll stay in the zone. But T2K, totally central in the zone.
Yeah, right in the bang middle of it, in that, what do I call it? It's a dry lane sort of a situation. But Akshay is going to be spotted out by Vibes Knight with his M4. Is going to knock him down with the 3x.
Okay, Akshay la chahi knock
gareko. A lot of shots. Drops him down to 50% health while he was knocked down, so he still has some time before he bleeds out.
Vibes ko
Knight la chahi single. Vibes giving away their location to the players from the side of KTM, and Suraj was the man who spotted them. But dishing out
okay, Erangel and Doro is
but on the other side, Pyro, he's gonna get taken out by the players from the side of Rising Nepal. He disengaged at the last moment. He would have gotten that knock, but now he's gonna be punished for it. On the other side, Yama, the nade coming in on Prerag. Can he take him down? No, the damage is just a bit short, and Prerag's dropped to 50% health. On the other side, Myth, he is slowly bleeding out. He is gonna need a save coming in from his teammates soon. Otherwise, Pyro, they are gonna be left with just a 3-man roster playing in the game. On the other side, Rising Nepal, they are spreading up. They are setting up for a fight now. Going towards the side of high ground, moving towards the compound, but now comes the third player from the side of Traverse. From the side of Pyro, he is going to look to spot someone. Prerag is just going to keep running. In first, he's going to go behind that hat and is going to try and get a revive from his teammate, which is definitely going to happen. But now they have to be really careful.
Bad spot for Infos at that moment. Obviously was spotted out there and was taken down. If he had continued to spray, I mean, that would have been the vibes are in, but now they know their mistake. They're ready to take up a fight. Crazy is out there. Infos is out there. Prerag is out there with one person flanking, but Vibes is coming. Pyro is coming. Two big names, two good names. Vibes did not have a good first run, but then so did RN. But RN is ready for a fight. As I can see, fourth player of Rising Nepal is quite far behind right now. And Pyro Smoking is and Trevius, they are ready for a fight. All they need is waiting for someone to pop their head. And if that happens, I think they are ready to take those hits down. But Rising Nepal should try to get into another area inside the zone to take a good fight. But as of now, see, 16 minutes, 30 seconds. All 16 teams alive, 58 people alive, third circle commencing in Sanhok. That's a big thing.
Yeah, that is definitely a big thing. And imagine, this is Sanhok. The next one is going to be Vikendi. If teams are going to play this passive, then Vikendi once again is just going to be like day number 1. But Vibes have somehow managed to disengage from that entire situation earlier on. Rising Nepal, they are slowly moving in towards direction. They can be collapsed by both Rising Nepal and the squad of Pyro, who have moved back a little bit and separated from each other. Pyro Myth was taken down earlier, so now they do not want to fight with the 3-man squad against the teams that has been dominating from day number 1 since the semi-finals started. But
but the game is all about comebacks, and the team who has dominated, I mean, if they can go down in the first match, then the team who has gone down in all these matches can actually do a good comeback. And so each and every team is ready for their time to come up. Look at the drop. Look at the drop. You know what? No team can actually beat the drop. Look at this thing. The drop is sideways.
That is the one with the cruiser.
The drop is in a weirdly, badly, weirdly, terribly weird spot, or if anything, if that is even
it's something
not even science can explain over.
Okay, red र bank okay, red ले चाहिँ third party दिन पुगिसकेको छन्.
Here, but on the other side, one thing that's going to keep on playing is going to be the players from the side of R3D. They are going to drop one more guy.
The drop is weird.
I think Ocean is just going to make a painting of that drop when he goes back now. You're going to be obsessed by it, right?
This is not Titanic.
Thank you,
PN, guys. Also,
subscribe.
A1 EX Stranger, TC Stranger post on his CC Sonam comes up to it. Even he is starting to take CC steal. It's OP DC. Sonam also goes on. The final person of DC who is surviving. Can this be end? But not now because one person of DC is still remaining. DC has lost all its players.
Yep, exactly.
Goes down, but then yeah, even ES players was trying to spray as they
okay, यो one कला मिस्टर डाउन गरेको थियो पिडक द्वारा T2 के पनि डाउन पाइरो द्वारा बैंक YCL डाउन भन्दै बैंक LT द्वारा पाइरोको ट्रेप डाउन RN र T2 को क्वालिफाइ गरेको छ RN भित्र छिर्दै जीवन क्रेजी नॉक्ड आउट बाइ पुले ह्याङ द्वारा नक भएको छ RN को पिडक स्टिल आउटसाइड र जीवन क्रेजीले यहाँ फिनिश on the T2K
but now Prerak from the side of Rising Nepal, how much can he do?
RN को पिडक मात्र बाँकी त्यहाँ पछाडी T2 के चोरी फिनिश भएको छ भने RN द्वारा यहाँ मोलोटोपको प्रहार
the nade up is going to throw it inside the house. If this actually manages
यसको साथै यहाँ पुपम्यानको नेटमा उयो RN भित्र घुसिसकेको अवस्था यहाँ पार गरिरहेको छ पुले ह्याङको त्यता फ्री फायर र पुले ह्याङको केमा ब्ल्याङ्क M7 मा डाउन यहाँ भित्र छिरेर एकजनालाई डाउन गर्न सक्छ
the players are going to come and Prerak is going to drop him down low. Hunter coming in from the outside.
RN को Prerak 1 HP हन्टरलाई स्पोर गरेको छ
can he come out of this?
हिल गर्न पनि हिल गर्ने प्रयास र हन्टर पछाडिबाट देखिन स्पोर गर्न सक्ने सम्भावना
swap side Prerak he has the advantage.
Okay 1v1 को स्थिति लेट्स से Prerak बाहिर आएका छन् 1v1
Pyro being taken out as well.
But
this one is going to be intense. Prerak against Hunter. Health advantage has swapped sides. Prerak sitting at 75. Hunter sitting at 50. He does not have a first aid, so he can't heal up. And his teammates are already dead. He's going to come in from the side of Prerak, but he has to be careful. There was a Molotov burning, but now it is gone.
Hunter
He is going to get up and now he is going to heal and charge in on Hunter as well. Hunter is still trying to spot these players out. On the other side, Sonam has been revived. So Hunter, he needs to get away. He needs to get away fast. He can't risk it in a
Hunter is still outside. उनले चाहिँ पछाडिबाट अर्कोको भेट्न सक्ने सम्भावना पिएन र यहाँ एलिमेन्ट्रिक्सको परेको ओरेन्ज त्यता
भाइब्सले भ्याइदियो
यहाँ
Vibes comes into the equation.
वाइब मैले भन्दै थिएँ भाइब्सले पछाडिबाट हान्न सक्ने सम्भावना छ
Nepal knows that the clouds of engagement are not over. They have a fight and it goes down. Zerad and Knight are surviving out there, but then a grenade. This grenade can come in handy if not anything to finish out the players. Zerad would like to go in. Zerad would like to give a revival, but I don't think so. That is going to be enough as one player is going to fall in the demise of that grenade. Important. Sonam is bleeding out. Will that be important? Can he power one first hit? No! Rising Nepal gets eliminated on the 8th position with 3 kills. That was something goosebumpy thing. I don't know what the word is, but
1971
was incredible survival skill by Rising Nepal.
I think that is what you call constant action, because that was just two teams fighting.
Okay, Soltic is a plays on the side.
Turned into a 1 versus 1, turned into a 1 versus 2, and then it was a third party coming in. But now Nima, he has to be careful because the players from the side of TDP are right in front of him.
Nima पनि यहाँ plays on the okay त्यताबाट 1971 को प्रहार रियुसन मात्र बाकी
is going to be in his spot now. He has to find a way to get out of this hut and actually make it. On the other side, look at this TDP. He is in the safest spot right now. No, he is still taking damage from the blue zone. But
okay, on top पनि अगाडि जाँदै यहाँ ओपनमा अगाडि जाँदैछन् रुसियनले चाहिँ उलाई स्पोर गरेर हान्न सक्ने सम्भावना दुवैजना आउटसाइड द प्ले जोन र यहाँ रुसियनले चाहिँ अनटपलाई स्पोर गरेका छन् तर उनले चाहिँ यहाँ हिल गरिरहेका छन् जस्तो छन् लेट्स सी हिल पुल गरेर अनटपलाई हान्न सक्ने सम्भावना छ लेट्स सी अगाडि गइसकेको छ र यसको साथै अनटपलाई चाहिँ यहाँ वाइप गर्न सफल र यहाँ फेरि आफूले आफूलाई हिल गर्न सोचिरहेछन् तर निकै नै गाह्रो उ पनि जोन तिर जानु पनि एउटा मात्र फर्स्ट एड छ एन्ड लुक्स लाइक
the first aid is important, much more important as they have to get inside the circle as well. As really private falls down by 1971. Salwadi 1971 had a second position in the first game. Would like to go for the first this time. Eliminate Shorty squad. Incredible elimination. And R3D also goes down as 3 teams remain. 9 kills on 1971's hands. Would like to make it more and more. PN Gaming eliminated Jyanmaara versus 1971. A grenade. Red zone once again being popped as Jyanmaara versus Gladiators are fighting. 2 teams remaining. This is incredible. Look at this. So many snakes out there. But which one's going to bite? That's going to be the important one. Science getting that zone damage out there. Would like to move to the zone as soon as they can. They have moved out inside the zone. Ryan goes for a grenade. Nobody home. Another one. Nobody's going to be out there as well. But then Wang, Sonam and Gunner, 3 players from Jyanmaara are going to do immense damage if they find out their opponents that they are 4 in number. 4v3. But Gunner goes on 4v2. 1 would like to
Serial down.
Yes, does it. Goes down once again. Yes, and then goes down once again. This is incredible. He's trying to go for the third one as well. Goes down once again. Can he spot the third one? No, does not. Wong goes down. In this fight, Sonam is the last survivor. This is a 1v2 situation, but the Nightwing has been spotted. Would like to go for him. And now both players know the location of their opponents. They know it's a 1v1 situation. This is incredible. Look at this. Bodies that desperately want a revival. They are doing enemies ahead by going right in front of each other. That is a difference in a brilliant strategy. Nightwing goes down once again. So okay, 1v1 situation. He's trying to finish out, take those kill points as much as they can. Sonim moving forward. Nightwing with 75 HP, 75 versus 100. 1v1. This is incredible. This is mind-boggling. And look at that. Can this grenade do the damage? Can this grenade do the trick? No, it does not. As it falls short right now. Yeah, 1971, Nightwing, he has to take out Wong because he is going to be giving information as to where Nightwing is over towards the side of Sonim. But till he is alive, Sonim is going to be careful. But once he dies, that is when these two players will decide to go YOLO. And that is going to be just now. Now is when the situation becomes more and more intense. Sonim is on the low ground this time around. And Nightwing has the cover. Both the players are snaking in that grass. Just be careful. Literally right in front of each other, being separated by 50 meters of distance. And 10 more seconds, ladies and gentlemen. And after that, look at this. Nightwing has removed his backpack. As he knows the backpack can be spotted by Sonim. That is a proper snake strategy that he is using. Incredible brain skills, incredible game sense, incredible mind skills coming in handy right now. Sonim and Nightwing, two players right in front of each other. The 8 circle is closing, 26 plus minutes. Nightwing popping up an energy drink out there. So we'll have to see. Sonim has removed his backpack as well. They know each other's brains as well. That is how interesting this fight has had right now. Has 40 bullets in the gun. So Nightwing takes him down. Gladiators, first game, second finish. Second game is theirs with a chicken dinner in an incredible way. And Nightwing, he definitely put up an amazing performance with that. But this time around, just that last few moments, because you saw the players when were knocked down, instead of heading towards their own teammates, they were crawling towards their enemy. And enemy's hit, I got supply, sorry, enemy's hit. He's like, just shoot me, you will hit him. And that seems to be the strategy for this time. But once again, it all started with that one fight coming in. And it seems to be the trend with today, wherein the games start out really slow paced, and then it's gonna be one fight happening wherein everyone just collapses. Because first, if I remember correctly, it was PN Gaming going up against Vibes. Then they got started. They were third partied by another team. Then the team that won, they were engaged upon by another one, and that just sort of is how basically an avalanche is created. But the best part was from the final fight. I mean, if you remember, let's talk about some fights before the final fight. Yeah. TDP and Salty outside the circle trying to spot each other. Rising Nepal survival skills that came in handy. Vibes Zirad was going there to actually finish Rising Nepal, but he was actually contested by P and FSEC on the other side of the road. So, like, he just had one goal in his mind, that was to end Rising Nepal Sonam. Yeah. But it all just changed as he was contested on the other side. So things actually picked up the pace, knowingly or unknowingly. And Prerak surviving at that 1 HP when the grenade was thrown and all those things. Rising Nepal moving inside the house when they had the chance to take the fight from the other team. Yeah, and that's what was interesting, because we were just talking about Hunter and Rising Nepal just fighting it out. No one even noticed that Vibes were actually closing in from behind, and Vibes was the team that actually capitalized on this entire situation. Then after that you had, I think, PN Gaming coming in from behind with those nades, just 3 nades. I think they chunked in one, knocked down Prerak, and then 2 nades just came in just for a safer play. But once again, the utility being used to perfection by everyone this time around as well. But two things. Yeah. Utility being used and utility being removed. As in the final circle, each and every player removed their backpacks, because backpacks
can show your position out there. You are one with the grass, but if your backpacks are out there in the open, just a bit, as both of them had level 3 backpacks. Level 3 backpacks have a maximum size, so that maximizes everything. That maximizes your reach to your opponent, and that is one thing that should not be happening out there. So both of the players just removed it. They were like, we have one player right in front of us, right?
Yeah.
How much bullets do we need to kill him? 40 at max if we play our cards right.
PMCO gaming laptop sir.
If we miss off, 40 at max are needed. So that is one of the things, and that is one thing they did. And I won't be surprised if we'll be talking about MVP. I won't be surprised if Nightwing actually tops it from 1971 Gladiators, and yep, 1,000 damage.
Yeah, that is just impressive from this man. Was that calculated though? I don't think so. That was just a random coincidence from this guy. On the other side, 5 kilometers travel, which is actually a lot on Sanhok.
It's really good on Sanhok. I mean, giving up the fact that they were the game ended really kind of not kind of close, but still kind of, close to their landing
initial drop spot. Yeah.
But still they had that in them, and they just rotated all around.
1971 Nepali Ho Ni.
Sometimes at the edge of the circle, as well as 1971 Science Too. He was still outside the circle when the final circle was collapsing. He had to rush into the circle. So those little details kind of mattered, and 1971 obviously won this match, but let's see which team was second, third, fourth, depending on their kill points as well, as we are going to take that into the equation. So yep.
Yeah, and we have 1971 Gladiators with 32 points taking the first spot. Jyanmaara, they are going to be second. So once again, amazing performance coming in from the side of JM. They were having sort of kind of slow games earlier on, but today finally in the second game stepping up big, 21 points to them. PN Gaming, they are going to be third with 19 points in total for their side. R3D Devils are going to be fourth with 13 points. Salty Squad is going to be fifth, 11 points to their name. Vibes is going to be sixth with 8 points. Slowly and steadily.
By the way, Stranger Things naya trailer nahi aisakyo.
In the pre-game segment, I said what if Rising Nepal had 7 points when we were discussing that.
Yeah, you need to stop talking about
I kind of
specific
need to stop
situations.
saying things, to be honest.
Do you not want the team to do good?
I don't know. I just need to stop doing things. I have no idea. But then KDB was out there on 8th position. Elementrix is on 9th with 2 placement points and 4 kills. See the drop that Deadeyes Guys has? That's a significant drop. I mean, they have
overall top 5 ma ko
they could have
no
been,
idea
in top 8 as well if they had just 1 kill as well in this situation. But still, with 0 kills from 8 to 15, that puts them in a big different spot.
Yeah, once again, Deadeyes Guys finished up quite. It's like this is a massive drop if you compare it to their first game. Like from getting a chicken
thank you
to
B2K Mr. Silas for 1000.
That's a lot of
thank you so much for the support.
Thank you out there. That should not be happening, but obviously maybe they'll try to consider their Vikendi match that's gonna come out there. But then let's just go for the overall standings, and let's see the teams that started out kind of decent where they are right now, as INES 117, Rising Nepal 108, Team Xtreme. The top 3 numbers, the top 3 names are still out there in the top 3, but then PN Gaming climbing up the ladder. 1971 Gladiators climbing up their ladder with the first.
Okay, Gladiator 97 उनीहरु माथि नै आउनु.
Team 7 is on 6th, and Nepali Ho Ni still staying out there on 7th, and Rivals X is out there on 8th. The teams that have played 8 games, except for INES and Team Xtreme, all the teams are
Thank you for this.
They are trying to show their aggression.
Yeah, those teams are definitely going to climb slowly and steadily, but few things. 1971 Gladiators, a huge jump. On the other side, Rising Nepal now basically just crawling up, trying to somehow catch up with INES. But they still have 2 more games to go. So 2 chicken dinners, they will have their original lead back. But as we move on to the next 8, it's going to be Team High on the Deadeyes Guys on the
top
10th.
9 ma.
Trusty
Deadeyes
Forces,
mathi chadna
they
सक्छ.
have started to climb. They are going to be 11th. Jyanmaara climbed as well with their last game. They are going to be 12th. R3D Devils, they are going to be 13th. Wolves Den is going to be 14th. Salty Squad is 15th. Elementrix, they are going to be 16th this time.
Yeah, as of now in this, these are the teams that were then, if you are talking about 17,
overall standing day 3
the teams that are still in that same zone. A1 Esports is now at the position where it should
Bang with
not
34
be.
points.
The team that
T2K
dominated
33.
during the
Vibes ko 31. PMCO 31.
now being
Pyro got
dominated
26.
by other teams.
Ooh.
KSX, no doubt. I mean, they are at that position, but then A1 Esports, it's kind of a bad run for them. Team Pyro on 22nd, Damn Classies out there on 21st. KTM Rage on 20th, Vibes on 19th, Team 2K and Ultimate Bang on
A1 लाई
18th
चाहिँ गाह्रो छ
and
जस्तो छ
17th
A1
respectively.
Yeah,
हुन त
this is
यिनीहरूको चाहिँ बाँकी
looking
नै रहेछ
really not like A1 Esports, the way they have been playing. But on the other side, I could say the same for Ultimate Bang, same for Vibes as well. And KSX are going to be in a bit of trouble, because even if A1 Esports actually just finished last in the next two games, they are still going to be one up above them.
Yeah, but then they should not.
They should not do that.
A1 ब्याङ्कले झन् ब्याङ्क त अघि माथि नै देखेको जस्तो लाग्थ्यो त होइन with 26 है 23
has its share of fans. So we need to see those fans happy, to be honest. So we'll have to
Some
see
match,
what, happens.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the game that happened. I mean, the kill feed was running by two amazing players. One was Nightwing, the other one was Sonam. So so we'll have to see, what happened and when we are going to talk about is Jyanmaara, Sonam and Nightwing from 1971. 6 kills, 3 kills. I mean, it's half their kills, so it's kind of half their damage as well.
Yeah, it actually translates downstairs towards the side of damage. But look at this, healing done, 166 to 33. Sonim somehow managing to be safe all this time while fighting and while getting the kills for his team. But on the other side, distance travel 5.34 to 3.8 is going to be in 1971 Gladiators' favor, showing as to how much they had to rotate and how much they had to travel to actually make it into the final circle. And
Guys, 7C Arrows
on this side, headshots to 1
headshots again, once again, double and single number for them. 2 to 1 and 6
यो
to 3.
PMCO को प्राइस कति छ नो आइडिया समथिङ मिलियन
that
कति के को
1971
थियो
desperately needed. The first game was the one that put them to second spot.
Yeah.
This was the game that they desperately
पानी
needed.
झार्दिने
From second
मान्छेहरु
to
what
first,
do we heck
then maybe in the Vikendi one they can continue their run, because right now today they're looking really good.
Mom,
with
they're out
their,
there, guys,
team, but I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not.
You better not say anything about Rising Nepal costing them 2 games by now. And but with that, let's have a look at the top 10 overall players and see who is beating who is getting the most kills.
The top
It is
10
gonna be
देखाउँदै
still
रहेछ
INES,
INES
but
को
Brave
23
with
kills
23 kills, sitting on the first position. 53-25 damage, 21 minute 38 second survival time. Second spot being taken by Rising Nepal Sonam with 16 kills, 2816 damage, 23 minute survival time. 1971 Gladiators Nightwing, he is gonna be
Hello,
sitting
Dark Killer
on
Gaming.
15 kills now, 23
Oh, I
damage
want only
and
50
20 minute 39 second survival time.
INES का
Fourth
I guess
is gonna be PN Gaming.
INES आज खेलिरहेछ छैन
Yeah, I mean,
हैन 8 गेममा
1971 Nightwing, he started putting up the impact for his team today.
Yeah.
And that actually shows with first team. I mean, obviously, the thing that I'm gonna say once again is that they
No,
get
Bre,
second position and first
Mercy,
position second
Chor,
game. So that
welcome.
actually shows in his game. Till yesterday, it was
Overall
PN
5
Gaming,
million
Rising
हो रे।
Nepal, INES
हेर्ने
topping
मान्छेलाई
up
पनि दिन्छ
these
अरे।
charts. But now, since these
यसो हामीलाई पनि
teams are
दिनबाट
trying to
नि
make
हेरेको
their
अब।
comebacks, Rising Nepal, Sonam, slowly and slowly coming up on top, but then not being able to come up to that point. But then 1971 has 2 players, Sallu YT as well in this one with his 13 kills and
आकाश थापा ब्रदरलाई आई
2022
लभ यु
damage points. And 7C pathetic, not playing today obviously. 7C is not
Yeah.
playing today. Hype
Hype
Squad is not
Hello,
playing.
Russell Kishin.
TX is playing, but
Hype
is
Squad
not playing. I mean, there are teams that are in
हाइप
this,
आज खेलिरहेछ ए
6 to
हैन
10 ratio.
हाइप
All
हिजो
All the
खेलेको
teams are
थियो
kind of
हिजो
not
खेलेको
playing,
थियो
so there is
Yeah.
still chance for
अब
other
भोलि
players
खेल्छ।
to
One more,
come up into this ladder.
In fact, there are a lot of teams that are not
Group A,
playing,
right?
and still these players somehow manage
आमा
to
मा
stay
प्याथे नुप पनि
around
रहेछ
the
त यहाँ त
leaderboard. Just shows how much they have done when they actually played. But now it is going to be
हिजो
time
हिजो
for the
हैन
teams
हिजो के
that
अस्ति रे
are
हिजो
playing
हो क्या
from Groups B
आरुष
and
पनि
C
आएको
to
हैन
step up,
MVP
'cause
मा
we still
हिजो।
have 2 more games remaining. Next is going to be Vikendi. You guys stay
Yo,
tuned and
yo,
keep watching.
आशिष
We'll
सर।
be back after a short break.
ल हामी चाहिँ
यो
जान्छौँ
आशिष program।
फाइनल
DC Chrono also goes on. The final person of DC who is surviving. Can this be end? But not now, because one person of
no more
DC
competitive
is still remaining. DC has lost all its players. RN in first goes down, but then yeah, even ES players were trying
top
to stray
16.
as they have spotted
DC
Atom. DC has one opportunity. Can he make the maximum out of it? He has to get into the zone as well.
Look at this.
Arrows
Elementrix was closing them from the other side. Talking about closing it, Rising Nepal Crazy has been taken out by T2K's players. They are in a comfortable spot. 2 players knocked down. Bolihan, the only man left standing, is gonna finish off Crazy. But now Prerak from the side of Rising Nepal, how much can he do? He can charge in right now, but was waiting for his teammate. Sonap is gonna come in with that throwable, cooking the nade up, is gonna throw it inside the house. If this actually manages to connect, this is gonna do so much. Molotov is gonna knock down one player. Bolihan, he is gonna be careful. He was just at the corner right outside of but now the players are gonna come in. Prerak is gonna drop him down low. Hunter coming in from the outside. Prerak is sitting at 5% health. Can he come out of this? The first aid kick being used.
Oh my god.
50% swap side. Prerak, he has the advantage. Who's gonna come out on top? In the meanwhile, A1 Esports being eliminated. Pyro being taken out as well. But this one is gonna be intense. Prerak against Hunter. Health advantage has to be sitting at 75. Hunter sitting at 50. So he can't heal up, and his teammates are already dead. Using those bandages, the revive is gonna come in from the side of Prerak, but he has to be careful. Now it is gone, so he is gonna get up and down.
Thank you, Kapil Bhatta, for subscribing with the support, brother.
On Hunter as well. Hunter is still trying to spot these players out on the other side. So Hunter, he needs to get away. He needs to get away fast. He can't risk it.
He can just go into the fight and just take the maximum advantage by a throwable. If he can do it once, see if Rising Nepal can do it for it. But Vibes comes into the equation. Takes down Team T2K. Rising Nepal knows that the clouds of engagement are not over. They have a fight, and it goes down. Zerad and Knight are surviving out there, but then a grenade. This really can come in handy if not anything to finish out the players. Zerad would like to go in. Zerad would like to give a revival, but I don't think so. That is going to be enough, as one player is going to fall in the demise of that grenade. Knight is trying to go for a grenade as well. KDM Rage has been taken down, and he is being revived out there, and Prerak is also down. I mean, now it's time for Sonam to revive, but why? Mafia Ninja, a grenade coming in handy. Will that be enough? Will that be enough? Sonam is on that area. He is charging forward, but grenade once again for Prerak. First time. Second, look at this. One more player from behind him. Two grenades, 3 grenades. A red zone. Red zone. Red zone. This is going to be bad. Sonam, can he be spotted? Not right now, but that was incredible. And Sonam's health 1 HP by another grenade. Surviving purely on that 1 HP. Rising Nepal has not come this far to fall this short. They need to pull off a miracle right now. Elementrix goes on 10, 9 teams remaining. Sonam, 50 HP. Vibes Zerad, back to back. Really close to him with that QBC. Popping out first hit. They have actually heard it. And Vibes Zerad goes down by PN Gaming. On the other hand, F6 takes him down. DE Waters also goes on dead. Deadeyes Guy 7 eliminated outside the circle. Sonam, can they pull off a first hit out there? Because that's going to be important. Sonam is bleeding out. Will that be important? One first aid. No! Rising Nepal gets eliminated on the 8th position with 3 kills. That was something goosebumpy thing. I don't know what the word is, but that was incredible survival skill by Rising Nepal.
I think that is what you call constant action, because that was just 2 teams fighting. It started out with a 1 versus 3, turned into 1 versus 1, turned into 1 versus 2, and then it was a third party coming in. But now Solti Nima, he has to be careful, because the players from the side of TDP are right in front of him, and he is in the blue zone. He's going to be taken out by 1971's Nightwing, but Rusen is going to be in his spot. He has to find a way to get out of this hut and actually make it. On the other side, look at this, TDP Utsarga, he is in a safest, is he in a safer spot right now? No.
अझै 5 मिनेट बाँकी छ फाइनल फाइट हेर्नु पर्यो हैन स्ट्यान्डिङ्स फेरि हेर्नु पर्यो
Doing this, I have no idea, but then TDP goes out there on 8th position. Elementrix
Welcome, Jeevan sir.
Taking the first spot. Jyanmaara, they are going to be second.
So said me.
Once again, amazing performance coming in from the side of JM. They have been they were having sort of kind of slow games earlier on, but today finally in the second game stepping up big, 21 points to them. PN Gaming, they are going to be third with 19 points in total for their side. R3G Devils are going to be fourth with 13 points. Salty Squad is going to be fifth, 11 points to their name. Vibes is going to be sixth with 8 points. Rising Nepal slowly and steadily climbing 7th, 7 points.
In the pre-game segment, I said what if Rising Nepal had 7 points.
Yeah, you need to stop talking about
I kind of
specific
need to stop
situations.
saying things, to be honest.
Do you not want
स्टार्ट भयो है दारे भएको थियो र भयो थिएन अघि हेरेको 5 मिनेट देखाएको थियो त्यो स्ट्यान्डिङ हेर्न आएको छैन अझै 4 मिनेट छ स्ट्यान्डिङ्सहरु हेरौँ के फेरि एकचोटी नम्बरहरु एकैछिनमा बिर्सि गयो यो चाहिँ अझै सुरुबाटै हेर्नु पर्छ
the teams
Jyanmaara climbed as well with them. Move on to
अरे भाइ कति उता हो
and Team 7 is on 6th and Nepali Ho Ni still staying out there on 7th and Rivals X is out there on 8th. The teams that have played 8 games except for INES and Team Xtreme, all other teams are, you know, have that red mark of their down drop, because the teams that have played 6
Gladiator 97
those teams are definitely going to climb slowly and steadily, but few things. 1971
Gladiator
on the other side, Rising Nepal now basically just crawling up, trying to somehow catch up with INES. But
मुला धुर्बे त्यत्रो उसको धन्न मैले नाइटबाट हटाइदिएको थिएँ नत्र त्यहाँ
but as we move on to the next game, it's going to be Team Hype on the 9th, Deadeyes Guys on the 10th.
Okay, Team Hype को चाहिँ
have started to climb. They are 11th. Jyanmaara climbed as well with their last game. They are going to be 12th. R3D Devils, they are going to be 13th. Wolves Den is going to be 14th. Salty Squad is 15th. Elementrix, they are going to be 16th this time.
Yeah, as of now in this, these are the teams that are 10, if you're talking about 17 to 24, the teams that are still in that danger zone. A1 Esports is now at the position where it should not be. The team that dominated during the qualifier stages is now being dominated by other teams. KSX, no doubt. I mean, they are at that position, but then A1 Esports, it's kind of a bad run for them. Team Pyro on 22nd, Damn Class is out there on 21st. KTM Rage on 20th, Vibes on 19th, Team 2K and
7 series Roy कहाँ थियो रे?
Oh, thank you.
A1 Esports, it's
अरे धुर
no doubt. I mean, they are at that being dominated by
guys, hashtag
KSX. No doubt.
Thank you for the support.
They are at that position, but then A1 Esports is kind of a bad run for them. Team Pyro on 22nd, Damn Class is out there.
सुनाई नहीं दे रहा.
KTM Rage on 20th, Vibes on 19th, and
ओ भाई हाँसे आगे रोको के त्यस्तो.
रोको तिमीले सुनाई नहीं दे रहा भनेर.
It's like this is a massive.
INES 117, Rising Nepal 108.
मुलाहरु top 6 मा छ अझै चान्स गाह्रो छ भन्छ बे.
Out there in the top 3, but then PN Gaming
with 81 points.
And 17 respectively.
Yeah, this is looking really not like A1 Esports the way they have been playing. But on the other side, I could say the same for Ultimate Bang, same for Vibes as well. And KSX are going to be in a bit of trouble. A1 Esports, the way they have been playing. But on the other side, I could say the same for Ultimate Bang, same
41,
for
34. Top 16 को र उसको गरेर
top 15 the teams they were
यो 55 points भनौं न 8 वटा म्याचमा.
The teams that are still in that danger zone. A1
Deadeyes Guy to jump on the other side.
8 वटा म्याचमा चाहिँ 55 टप हुनु पर्यो top 16 आउनलाई.
Crawling up, trying to somehow catch up with INES, but they still have to move. कसरी 4 8 वटा त होला त. Okay, Jeevan brother, best of luck.
Very good night.
यता मलाई आरो अरे गुड नाइट भनेर 11 बजे सुत्न लाग्यो.
ट्रबललाई युसी हाल्दै भनेर सुपरचार्ज गर भनेको गुड नाइट भनेर सुपरचार्ज गरेर हाने
सोह्र म्याच हो रे हो हेर न एकचोटि डिस्क्रिप्सन हेर त हेर पिएमसी खेल्नेलाई थाहा छैन कतिवटा म्याच छ भनेर के भन्ने यार
6-4 जा कति हुन्छ ए 6-4 जा 3-4 जा
Hello everyone and once again welcome back to PMCO 2020 Spring Split South Asia Semi-Finals. That was Ocean Sharma. My name is Varun John. We are now 2 games. It's time to move on to number 3 on Vikendi. And last game on Sanhok was something you do not usually expect with Sanhok because it was a lot slow-paced game. But this time on Vikendi, I think this is going to be similar to day number 1.
And 6 was 18.
I mean, it all depends on the zones as well as Vikendi zones, you know, the water zone and all those things. If that comes into the equation, then it's going to be of the similar play. But one thing about today's zones, Erangel had kind of a centralized zone.
Yeah.
Sanhok was the second. Yeah, the second.
Oh my god.
So,
then the space might.
I have a question for you.
No.
So, are you gonna place
You're
your
asking.
are you gonna place your bet on Chumasera again?
One second. Which Vikendi has to
No. That was my mistake. That was my mistake.
That
was my mistake. I confused it with Miramar that happened yesterday, and that was a little blunder on my part. But moving on, that never happened. Let's have a look at the top 5 players.
Edit that if this is not a live stream.
Oh man, you always predict weird locations, and then after yesterday from Miramar, I actually
but the top 5 players, let's just come to that, and we'll come to that later on. 1971 Nightwing for now has 6 kills and 1,000 damage. Obviously, the previous match, PMCO Ninja from that 6. 3 was a jump and he has 793 damage. JM Sonim had 3 with 556 and Ryan of 1971 had 3.
I said nothing,
with
guys.
363 and JM Wong with 3 once again. See, everyone has those 3 kills, but then Nightwing, you know, he was just out there like doing damage and everything and 2 headshots. He has done incredible work.
Yeah, he has done incredible work, JM Wang, but Jyanmaara, the climb has been slow for their side. I mean, they still have a long way to go, but somehow they just have to manage to stay in the top 16 this time around. On the other side, look at this, 1971 Gladiators doing pretty well for this. PN Gaming so far.
So far, so good for the teams. I mean, 1971 is on a really good run right now, so they are doing incredibly well. But then Vikendi has unpredictability.
Yeah, I got confused because you always predict Villa and it never happens on Villa, and it goes on towards the northwestern side of the map. Confusion kicking in after that last game.
No, I mean, I don't know, like,
I'm still thinking which
universe is
never
happened.
I'm gonna keep trying to you give me a lot of trouble.
Like official channel ko jasto chai hudaina ki यसमा चाहिँ किनकि मैले उनीहरुको स्ट्रिम चाहिँ स्ट्रिम हानिरहेको छु नि
If you are going for it, I'll still gonna go with Will. I don't know.
First match DE.
You want today to
second match
and what about Rising Nepal?
Bangladeshile.
19 points.
Alright, so this was fun. So I'm gonna head out. And, let's just let him just take the charge of the game. And
oh boy,
yeah.
It has happened with 2 games. You said Rising Nepal was gonna finish with 1 point. They got 2. Second game you said Rising Nepal will get 7 points. They got 7. So your predictions are getting pretty accurate now.
मेरो दाइको एनालिसिस कस्तो लाग्छ भन्नु भयो होला हाम्रो
and how many possibilities have you seen of
कडा छ नि सर
let the time stone do its job first, and then I'll just. But to be honest, I would want to see what happens in Vikendi because you know SMG map.
OP Kanda niskella.
The RNG of Vikendi is quite different. Yesterday, if you remember, the players were becoming Spider-Man. They were just on top of the buildings and just trying to take people down and all those things from those areas. Like, weird game mechanics, not weird, but the incredible game mechanics that show the IQ, the presence of this game, the game sense of people that is kicking in. Similar to the previous game, the backpacks being removed, helmet and vest, yeah, those are important, so they will be put on, but the backpack not needed. Let's just, you know, cut it out of the equation.
Okay, and this brings me to like once again the comparisons that I'm doing since day one, because day one was where Vikendi happened, and then we had Miramar. Today is going to be Vikendi. Tomorrow is going to be Miramar again. So once again, on day one, the circles on Erangel were a bit weird, because those circles were favoring waters, and they had water zones wherein teams were fighting literally from cliffs. And Vikendi just turned out to be all land, and that sort of slowed down the pace.
Second match
today, once again, a circle on Erangel split between two islands, and then later on actually moves on to
arrows, duplicate arrows,
moves on to the land in the next one. And Sanhok once again was slowed down, but Vikendi, how slow do you expect this game to be?
Yeah, I mean, we are in the game, so about slow. Top Romesto to Binary, these areas, I mean, Milnar, Vihar, Muwata,
okay, let's go
these areas, the rotation that starts from these areas are really, really different. And look at the plane going out there. This shot looks incredible, and someone just jumped out of it. I mean, A1 Esports Kapshi just jumped out of it, and we'll have to see where he actually goes down, as he is trying to go out for the equation. You know why we see like this? Because he actually switched to FPP in his waiting lobby, and so we are looking his FPP area right now, if I'm not wrong or something, but then we'll have to see what happens, as he is trying to go down on his area, and Vibes is also out in that area, and the zone.
Will actually made it. It's not going to be there in the next one, I think, but pretty good for the first circle.
I hate you.
I think like 2 seconds.
2 seconds, and now I'm just sad and sad. So 2 shotguns were in Dante's back, but then they are ready for a Vibes fight. I mean, A1 Esports also had an early exit, and Vibes also, like, you know, had an early exit in the first game. And Jyanmaara, look at this. Jyanmaara's Wang took down 1971's Nightwing. This is a pure, you know, this is the shades of the previous game. It was JM versus 1971. Shotgun.
Okay.
Okay,
shotgun भेटेको रहेछ नि नाइटले एक शट त
the side, the play comes in handy. He has finished one.
Kapsile पनि नाइटले नखेन फिनिस हान्दिन्छ.
Can it save him from Kapshi, as Kapshi is out there? But then Anek, the lone survivor, out. That is far away from his team. And Kapshi and Sinister.
Miss Serenaको बोको इन्नै पन्थी स्टार्ट भयो.
We'll have to see what happens as Anek is slowly and steadily taking up his time, taking up his TPP. But then Kapshi with that M4, I think he can do or to his opponents.
Definitely, he can destroy them with their gun, but I want to talk about
A1
the fact
ready
that did not even react to the player in front of him from the side of Vibes. And now Anik, he is looking to charge in towards Strange. These warehouses are going to be the battlegrounds for these two teams. Redeye and Anik, they are holding the edges of the backside of the warehouses from the small compound in their favor. On the other side, Zerad is quite split up from this team, so that is going to create an interesting situation. But they can use these once again the warehouses as covers and try and close in the gap. Once again, Stranger is trying to come move towards the players from the side of White, but he is going to take a lot of damage and drop down to 10% health. That is going to spell trouble for his team. Sinister is going to be taken down as well. Zerad doing the hard work for his team. Redeye takes a lot of damage. He is going to be knocked out, but he still survives. He knocks one player from the side of A1 Esports, and Stranger actually manages to heal up. But now Redeye, he is on trouble. Goes for a drop shot, is gonna get knocked down, but Sinister was knocked down by Anik, and now Kapshi, he has to be careful because Sinister was finished off with that Uzi from Anik.
He did the job. He had to finish one play, he did the job. Molotov is coming in handy, and a grenade out here. Will this grenade do the job? No, Anik is moving in forward. He has a smoke in his hands. He needs to switch it to the gun. Kapshi does it with his M4 and shotgun. 2 great guns, and out there goes for the left side and spots the player and goes for the damage, and Anik will go down. That is the end of Vibes on the second time. Having an early exit, a bad thing out here for Vibes going on, not in their vibing scenario lately, but then we'll have to see what happens. And KTM on the other hand, ladies and gentlemen, KTM versus Deadeyes. Deadeyes had a really good run in the first game, having a chicken dinner in their hands. Can they pull it out? in this one as well, as they'll be ready for a fight. KTM in the center, Illusion Raider on the left, and one player on the right. Stranger is low on health, but then will it be a problem as E1 Esports is being contested by a second team? That is Salty Squad.
Yeah, they have to be careful this time around, because this is going to be a third party coming in from the side of Salty, and A1, they already have lost 2 players. Stranger and Kapshi, they are going to go into that house. Stranger is going to try and heal up with whatever utility he has, but Nima and Rusin, they are closing in slowly. Are they going to be spotted? And yes, Kapshi, he should have spotted Rusin by now. Nima is going to be spotted out as well, and this is going to be interesting. But yes, on the side of Salty, they still think that A1 Esports are just rotating out of here, but A1 Esports, they decided to stop. That was a 200 IQ play from these players. Oh my god.
I mean, yeah, that is an incredible 200 IQ play by A1 Esports players right now, and Salty Squad still trying to move forward, but then now Rusin knows that no one reached here.
Yeah.
So that means maybe, just maybe, players are still in that building. Good Sherlock thing going out there, and Kapsi and Stranger still looking out for their opponents to make one mistake. And with that one mistake, obviously they would like to, catch them off guard, but then Rusin is out there. No chance for mistake from his side. Nima and AJ is slithering in forward. If anything, A1 Esports is 2 players. They cannot celebrate their victory over Vibes right now, as they're ready for a fight. And GM versus 1971, ladies and gentlemen, the teams that were first and second in the previous match are going on head-to-head with one another.
Jyanmaara 1971
low on health as such as of now. Sonim would like to charge in. Sonim would like to be the one that actually does that damage. Wong is also low on health. Nang is low on health, and Gunnar. These players would like to move in, and 1971, they have cornered 1971 right now, but is 1971 ready for a fight? I mean, they have lost their 2 players. Sonim is moving in forward, go on their left, would like to spot 1 player. I think they have spotted the player, but as of now, it's just a matter of fact, as 1971 is on the top end area, and Jyanmaara is on the bottom side. Will they try to go for it? Will they reach those stairs? Stranger takes out Rusin as well with that Uzi. 2 big fight going on one direction, and Stranger takes on 1, but that's on the weekend of A1 Esports as they make out an exit, and Salu and Seinstro. These 2 players, it's a hellfire for them as the grenades are coming in handy. Nang is moving in forward, spots on 1 player. Salu is also down. I think 1971 is in a lot of trouble right now.
Yeah, the 2 players are going to be finished off, but Ryan is coming in from the outside. If he dies, that is going to be it for his team. As I say that, I wasn't even done finishing my sentence, guys. Let me finish. JM is just going to take out the gladiators.
Sentences.
So, oh yes.
I mean,
I wish I could talk fast enough to actually finish what I was saying before they actually finished the match.
You want to speedcast?
Nah, dude, that's your thing. Ocean is an amazing speedcaster, by the way.
I was just saying that I'm a speedcaster. Amazing, thanks for the generosity. But yeah, okay. Meanwhile, on the other hand, see, one bad offset is 1971 getting eliminated in the early stages in this game. That thing was not supposed to happen by 1971, but that thing has happened. That means we are going to see, maybe we are going to see a new winner out here. Salty Squad is looking forward for other fights. DE still surviving the game right now. DE is still into the equation. They had their first chicken dinner in the first game. They might have their eyes on the third game's chicken dinner as well if they play their cards right. But Rated and Illusion in one Dacia right now, and their other players going up front, and DC is being spotted by other players as well. As you see, Myth is on one cliff and all other players on the other cliff from Pyro, Trev, Yama and Kickass. Like, that's a really kick-ass name.
Oh boy, that is definitely a kick-ass name, but you have to be careful as well, because if you are looking to threaten other players, they are going to react to as well, and if you are going to be close to DC, they are going to finish you off if you make a single mistake. But now, the thing is that Pyro, they have the cover for themselves. On the other side, DC, they will have to take this fight from out in the open. The only cover for them is going to be the trees, basically the foliage in front of them. With Pyro Myth with that M4 and the 3X is going to spot out the players. Talking about guns, here is the M249 with the cheek pad for the snipers and the level 3 kit, armor, helmet and backpack available for you. All beautiful players who are in the game right now playing. But once again, Myth, that shot was incredible. Dropping the player to 10% health basically.
Yeah, I mean that was a
ए
really
यार
good
वाइफी
shot,
त्यो
and we'll have to see
इमोजी
what,
युज
you know,
नगर
how
त
it
यार
actually changes each and everything about in the game. But then Pyro Squad is ready to
सिगान
fight
पुसेको
as
देख्दा
well,
देख्दा
as
म इरिटेट
DCs,
भइसक्यो
as DC can just spot them. But they just need to
Oh,
focus on
bhai.
one thing, that
Oh,
Myth
Miss
is on the
Eslena
other
Bokini,
side. Meanwhile,
welcome.
PN Mafia Ninja is moving into that
Okay,
compound
TDP र Pyro को fight
alongside
गर्न आँट्यो
TDP
क्या?
as well. But Mafia Ninja knows now that the players are out there, so he makes a U-turn, a good U-turn for him. But then still he would like to survive the day, and
Okay,
so
PN को चाहिँ त्यताबाट रोटेट
saying no to
गरिसकेको
a fight right now, obviously a good situation, would like to stop his vehicle out here if he chooses so. But then where are his other players? Because that is an important thing, as PN Gaming would like to stay intact so that they can take a fight in their hands. And the first circle is coming up. We are about to be 10 minutes into the game.
Guys, comment on
Let's
Max
see
Lara
where the
was
zone
Allah.
shifts.
Yeah, they definitely have to be careful, and they have to worry about the zone shift as well. But now, Pyromyth, he has the high ground for himself. He's going to look to collapse upon the players from the side of DC along with his teammates. But he's not going to be engaging in the fight. He has to wait for his teammates to start this one. On the other side, PN Gaming, the players from their squad, they could be spotted out as well. And this could be the third part. The fourth player from the side of PN AFSEC with that car is just going to regroup with his teammates and make sure that if a fight happens, they have the numbers advantage in their favor. But once again, I want to look at Myth's position. How do you actually plan to engage this one? Like, you can get a drop for your teammates, but still, by the time your team actually reaches there, the revive is gonna come in for the team. But okay, so Myth and like the entire fight is happening right in front of them, but behind PN is DE, and this is gonna turn into a brawl at any second.
Look at the area around behind Dino Park. Elementrix, DC, Pyro, PN, DE, TDP. From Elementrix, from Salty to TDP, there's a cluster of teams. There are 10 area alone, and that should not be the case. And the zone is still in that.
Okay, zone चाहिँ अहिले Vikendi को zone चाहिँ त्यस्तो
the
नराम्रो भएको
zone
छैन
can
राम्रै
shift
छ
towards the Dino Park area or Abbey area. If that happens, Rising Nepal will be having a good time for themselves, as they have a really good spot inside the circle. But as you can see, every compound is being contested by one team in that drone shot. Elementrix Mr. Yosu is trying to move in, and the zone, as you can see, guys, now it's 90% on land and 10% on water. And Elementrix has been spotted by DC, as DC Pro Noob is trying to spot his opponents. If he does it, Utsarga on the other hand lands up a headshot on Bang Bikal, obviously, you know, damaging the helmet and letting the person out there to just die off if he does not get a revival on time.
Elementrix, okay, let's talk about this. This team, a lot of expectations coming in the way they performed in group stages and the fact that they have the international experience from the previous PMCO as well. Put up a strong performance there as well.
Yeah.
So coming into this tournament, coming into 2020, you were expecting, like everyone was expecting a lot from Elementrix, but now they are not having those games. They are not having those sort of performances that they used to have. And once again, have to go to the drawing board, but the second airdrop coming in with the AWM, the level 3 kit, armor, helmet, backpack, and some painkillers. If you are going to take those fights with the AWM and you get shot at in return with someone else. So, coming back to that, Elementrix just not having the games that they want. Have to be careful.
Okay, DC ले चाहिँ पाइरोको लागि चाहिँ यहाँ SLR ले प्रयास गरिरहेको छ SLR with
they were not in a favorable situation, and earlier then as well, like going back to the group stage, trying to fight out one of the most common mistakes you see this team make.
I mean, this is a bad-ish thing for Elementrix that is going on right now, but then we'll have to see how it overall changes everything for the team, because you know the team, as you said, they have that experience. But a big shout out to Rajesh attention to keep that experience going on properly. I mean, they need to you can say
यसले नबोकिने हाम्रो धीरज सरले चाहिँ खोज्दै छ रे कता गरेर चाहिँ ओ भाइ I am out
trying to look for the players, as DE Deadeyes is right dead in front of them, but will they just spot him, and will they just take any player of down any player of their team down, because that's going to be an
नहीं ये मजाक हो रहा है एक सेकंड यार मजाक हो रहा है
and Bang Bikal was taken down by TDP Utsarga previously, but then Bang Bikal, he has had his first aid, his energy drinks and all the things, and right now he is on full health. TDP Utsarga once again just trying to spot some players with his K9, cause when he is using it, he is trying to pop some amazing headshots.
Yeah, he is definitely gonna look to pop those heads. I'm talking about popping heads. Look at this, TDP on top.
म त कमेन्टहरु के यता फाइटहरु भइरहेछ फाइटै भयो हैन
Miramar is not going to be played today, and he is going to try and find those mountains to climb on, but before that he needs to find a sniper, good one for himself. Talking about snipers, a good one is going to be on Bang Carl. The M24 has spotted out on top, rotating towards his teammates, so he has general idea where the players from the side of TDP are, and the next circle is going to commence in 3, 2, okay, 2 seconds, that is just going to be there. And we have once again, so Ocean, this one is going to be a lot safer, because Winery is going to be available, Dino Park, Abbey, and the water is kept to a bare minimum this time by the Vikendi gods. On the other side, the cluster for the teams has already formed.
Okay,
and one of the teams that is going to be safe is going to be Rising Nepal, just because where they are in towards Abbey. And other than that, most of the teams were clustered in towards this, the sort of the cliff along the river shore. And from there on out, moving towards the center is now just going to be a hassle for everyone, because that is going to be a huge fight coming in. But something that helps you in huge fights is going to be the M249, like, that is going to be in the third airdrop.
You have to start
somewhere. The level 3 kit, armor, helmet, and backpack.
I mean, as Nepali help them a lot, as you were talking about the team Rising Nepal earlier, but then, this airdrop. I mean, M249s is something that everyone kind of wants. You see, having 30 bullets is good. Having 40 bullets even better. Having 100 is the best. That's one of the things that you can, compare with the guns and all those things. But then the guy that got eliminated earlier in the previous game is surviving out here in the areas of Vikendi and Jyanmaara trying to move forward. This team has 4 kills right now. Obviously eliminated 1971, the previous game's winners, so they'll be looking really confident for a fight. And they were second in the previous game. Now maybe they're going to come to the first position. This can be one of the things. I mean, history might repeat itself, might not repeat itself, but history might rotate itself. The first game, 1971, was second. Second game, they came first. Next game, DE was second. And Rising Nepal's crazy. He just slithers in, just picks up that, just runs away as if it's like, nope, I'm not giving it to anyone.
Oh boy.
Oh yes, and I'm going. Bye bye.
Oh boy.
You just see him run. That run was like, run, and he just...
Hey, I got it, and starts running, gets on his bike, and just gets away. The man is an athlete, basically, and a bike racer as well.
And he just drops it out here, and he's like...
He has 2 parked over here, a snowmobile and a snowbike.
Just look at the bikes being parked out here. This looks really good, and look at him. He's just once again trying... That M249 is out there in his hand. I want to see him dance or anything. He just dances out here or something.
That actually looks really aesthetic. Like, imagine that would be a parking garage or
props
something.
Props to the guy who's on camera as well, like taking that drone shot inside out and all those things. That also looked really good. And PN, coming back to a serious fight, okay?
Yeah.
PN, DE, and Bang. These 3 squads are out there, and camera guys once again just showing us, this shot looks really good. I mean, to be honest, but yeah. And RN has their area in Abbey, and Abbey seems like a good area because the circle is gonna stay there. And the third circle is also coming. We'll have to see what happens. And Anish is trying to spot some players. He has spotted DE Illusion, sir, but then will that be enough? Because spotting is out there. Rated, sir, got some health out there, and Shifu, sir, has been taken down. So if anything, DE, even after being safe in the compounds, is not safe as the shots are coming from each and every direction, and the zone is gonna shrink as we are talking. As of now, each and every team is inside the circle, but 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the zone is gonna make out to the next shift. And as you guys can see, still, except for R3D and KTM and Salty, all other 10 teams have their way inside the circle. They have a safer spot inside the circle. So for now, the game is still at its slow pace.
Yeah, the game is definitely going to be at a slow pace. And as I said, since the teams are going to be in the circle, they do not really have an incentive to fight.
But 30 more seconds. 30 more seconds and the kill feed is going to run. It's going to run. It's going to... It will be a rocket out there that's just gonna, just be out there. The kill feed is gonna be, and look at Shakar. He has his location pointed. He can spot Bikal. Yes, he has spotted him. It's a patient shot. Can he just take this shot? The patient shot coming in. He knows each and every location. One headshot, but that was on Shagar. His helmet is down, but still he's waiting for it. Bikal misses the second shot as well. Will he go for the third? His helmet goes for the third. That was something different. I mean, two M24s coming right in front of each other. Both have 6 times M24s. Both are ready for it. Level 2 helmet on Bikal, level 3 on Shagar, but that has been damaged and is reduced to level 1 helmet kind of.
Corona
The damage stats will peak once again. Peak it, and that will be let's see what Shagar does. Will he take the shot once again, popping up a painkiller. The patience coming in handy. Will Bikal go for it? Or will Shagar? Shagar is ready for it once again. 6 bullets in Bikal's hand, 4 in Shagar. Once again ready for it. Trying to spot someone. But then Bikal is making a move. And once again, we are back to ground zero out here. But Shagar, he is taking some of his time. He is trying to go for it. And Bikal is also trying to go for it. One more shot, missed out. You saw the marker that was on Bikal's area. The shot that he missed. And once again, this time again, Shagar is the one that is taking damage for the second time. This seems bad for Shagar right now.
Yeah, he's taken a lot of damage and a lot of healing utility is going to be used. But the thing is, if he gets hit in the head, he's going to be in trouble. The more shots coming in, You
see what the best part was? Shagar said, I am a sniper. Give me the helmet. His helmet was damaged. He took the helmet from someone else.
Mr. Yuzu was actually standing next to him because
he took the helmet
in case he got knocked down,
my teammates doesn't even give me a first aid if I need it. He has an incredible teammates. I mean, that's the best teammate you can ever have. Giving you a helmet.
You actually carry everyone you play with.
You were my teammate yesterday.
Yeah, and
that's so bad.
I did not want to play with you, so I landed in the opposite direction of the map.
Yeah, I mean, we were playing yesterday. I'm going to Pochinki and he's going to Primorsk. But still, we had a good run.
We had a good run.
I had 14 kills with 24,000 damage in yesterday's match, the match that we played, and that was an incredible game to play.
TDP just got third partied. Elementrix is going to be in trouble. And Bang is going to capitalize on this entire situation. You can't script this situation. 3 players lying in front of the Shagar, Orange, Poo Man, Mr. Yo is the only man left standing on top.
And this is the Mr. Yo damage where they brought TDP on top of the
but Bang is just going to wipe them up. Puffy getting the kill on Orange, and on top is going to finish off Mr. Yuzu. That is going to be it for the side of Elementrix, who have been eliminated from this game.
Yep, they get eliminated, and they making out the cover is Mr. Thing. He gets a bit of damage out of that area, but now he should be knowing that Bang is ready for a fight. Utsaga moving in forward, Puffy moving in forward.
Elementrix got eliminated, A1 got eliminated. 1971, Pyro Trip को M24. यो तो सब M24 भइरहेको छ. First match चाहिँ पुरै नेडिङ भइरहेको थियो. Second match चाहिँ अब गन फाइटै भन्दा हुन्छ. Third match चाहिँ पुरै
a lot of damage to his opponents right now with that game, but can he actually pick up?
ल भएन भने कोरोना भाइरस आइदिएर ल म नेपालै सके
at the end of the stage, so we'll have to see what happens. And Bang LTV has a VSS level 1 helmet that is totally damaged. I mean, he actually needs a helmet right now really badly.
Corona virus माथि अनि बिजुली पर 2020 से
TDP on top is going to be trouble as well. On the other side, PN Mafia Ninja engaging on the players from the side of Salty Squad. That is once again going to put the team at disadvantage, and Pyro is going to take the kill on AJ. Salty Squad being eliminated by Pyro. Nima finishing the last man on the other side. KTM, they are going to go down to the zone, but Bang, they have to rotate just a couple of meters to move into the zone, but even that is going to spell trouble because the way they are in front of them is quite in the open, and DE, they are waiting for them to come in towards them. On the other side, TDP losing 2 players to the zone is going to put them at a disadvantage with one player left standing. That is going to be Utsarga, but the grenade from Warhead, can he do anything? Can he get those kills? That was a smoke coming in, but the players are just going to die to the zone now. No one is going to get a kill. Warhead is going to fall down as well, but the first aid coming in is going to be able to save him. On the other side, T2K, they have taken their compound, and now KTM Adis is going to fall down to the zone. Look at this. Oh boy. Once again, as you predicted, Ocean, most
Okay,
of the
so
players
they
are
are
just
in
trying to
move
play
was the
zone.
team को वारेड
Play
प्ले
zone
जोनले
is
वाइप
kind of a bad thing to stay in.
यहाँ पाइरो को नजिक पुगेको छ यहाँ टिम ओके उसाकोले यहाँ ब्याङ्क एलजिटी ले स्कोर गरिसकेको छ ड्यामेज दिँदै बीएसएस ले
Top of his first rate does that in an incredible way, but is still in the sights of Bank LGT, who is still trying to figure out the bullet drop with his VSS right now. And Rising Nepal, you're ready for a fight.
Zeus Nepali
As you
logos
know,
trophy
it
best
first has a gun that can change each and everything in a game right now. And Pyro squad is ready for a fight. They are throwing a grenade, and all those things. A Molotov was coming in handy, and that was the M24 now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just fasten your seatbelts because the fights are about to come as Rising Nepal has R3 on one side and Pyro Kikas on the other side. Pyro Yamaha has the airdrop is really close to him. Let's see what is present in that airdrop. SREV ES is also out in that area. If we see if there's a really good guess,
म त लाइभ टाइममा पनि मार्क्स लगाएर आउँछु भन्दै अनि आफूले त्यो सिगान जताततै छरेको छ
each and everything for the game as well. If that happens, and no, there's a Groza with an 8x scope, but then Groza is also an incredible gun. But if that happens, and the zone is currently in Pyro's favor, Rising Nepal's favor, as DC Sincere comes up from the left hand side, and R3D is kind of at the center of the area of the zone, as well as they have the road for them. But Pyro Yamaha ES with his barrel.
Okay, Pyro R and Red सबै नजिक छ नि.
Well, I think what we have to see is which
के
team
भन्छ एभला
makes
भएर
up the
आयो रे.
first move out here in this fight.
Yeah, RN, Rising Nepal and Pyro, even though they have the compound, they are being surrounded from every single situation. On the other side, Blend is going to spot the great hits and he is going to take him out. BN just getting those kills for their favor. T2K Hunter, he's going to drop down players on the side of Bang and YCL, the 3 players coming in.
So यहाँ JM ले चाहिँ गाडी पड्काएर सबै किल पायो क्या हैन ब्याङ एसएस को किल मात्र पाएर छ T2K
hands. I mean, that was an ultimate bang indeed.
Oh boy. Wordplay and perfect moments coming in. And Deadeye guys, they are just going to be dead now.
Yeah, Deadeye guys is dead, and T2K he can spot out. The PM is trying to spot him, and obviously trying to spray on him with the T26C and that holographic side. And I think if he actually spots him, that's going to be something. But then T2K Ishal is also on the downward side, and T2K Hunter, he will try to move and rotate as PN Blend and PN Muffins are moving in forward as they want those kills as well. The smoke coming in handy right now. But will they be able to make a use of it as Dacia is out there? But will that Dacia do something, or will they be able to make a cover out of it? I don't think so. I don't know. As B and Anish and Nefsek are on the upper side, and they are trying to throw some grenades out there for T2K Hunter and T2K T2K Shari on the other hand also trying to take the fight from the other side, and he can actually loot ultimate bang great if it happens. Nefsek would like to finish him now as he wants his kill really badly, but then we'll have to see what happens as DC Atom is the lone survivor. Pro Noob is also down. He needs a revival really badly, but then all the other teams are inside the circle. Look at Pyro Trap.
Okay, Atom पनि डाउन. Okay, Pyro ले चाहिँ Atom ले डाउन गर्न सक्छ. RN को चाहिँ होस्ट गर्छ तपाईले. अभिषेकले चाहिँ T2K विशालले चाहिँ मोलटपमा पार्न सक्छ.
If it does, then that's going to be something amazing, and the revival is coming in handy as P and Anish has been taken down. But Rising Nepal making it this far, can it be their chicken dinner?
This has to be theirs, because if they actually get this one, that is going to push them up into the first spot. And if they get the chicken dinner in the next game as well, that is going to be on Erangel. That is just going to get the lead back, the one that they lost to INES. Because this team, I believe it was 22 points lead, and from there on out, we expect them to actually be sitting at 140 points by now. But on the other side, R3D, they are out in the open. They are going to be in a bit of trouble, but Private is going to take a lot of damage. Agura is going to come in from behind and provide some cover, but on the other side, they are going to be shot at from the players of Rising Nepal. JM is going to engage upon them, and TD Kutsarka is going to go in on the players from the side of T2K. R3D, the 2 players, Kagura and Private, just one rock protecting them with the smoke around them. They are going to get away, and JM Nang is going to be spotted by IR2. He is going to be dropped down and finished. The 2 players already being knocked down and finished off. Ghana is the only man that is surviving. He
would have actually gone down with that if he would have been fairly close to the car. And with that, IR2 spots him, shots him, and that shot is going to cost him. But then this was really good for Gunnar, as Gunnar had that every good cover. Pyro firing right now. Pyro with ES has been taken down. 8 teams still remain. And that Sonam's M249 comes in the equation
okay,
out here.
Let's see
I don't think so. Yes, it does, but Pyro grenade is on PNFsec, and Utsarga is taking that zone damage right now. Would like to move into the zone as well, but TDP gets eliminated as Utsarga gets spotted by Jyanmaara's gunner, GM gunner.
Gunner one last
surviving for
red was
cloud.
He was focused on IR2, but Utsarga misses one shot. Gunner turns
Rising
around,
Nepal
finishes him off. That was just incredible. Once again, down to 7 teams.
Okay, damn classy
right now,
damn classy level wipe
they have an advantage of the cover that they're in. Rising Nepal, you can say the same for them, but the difference being Pyro, they are grouped in one building. Rising Nepal, they are split up, and Gunner is finally going to be taken down by the players from the side of T2K. On the other side, PN, they are going to be in a bit of trouble.
T2K को 100 damage
for his team. Okay, Sincere is there as well. Two people surviving from the side of DC. Damn classy. They have to be careful. T2K को shot. He is going to be Chari is there as well, but once again, trying to fight from the open is not advisable. You are going to be in a bit of trouble. R3D and PN Gaming, they are going to be taken out of this game entirely, being eliminated now down to 5 teams, and IR2 is so close to getting into the side of Rising Nepal. The nade being thrown inside. Can he actually make it happen?
I don't know right now, because one thing, Crazy has been taken down. Crazy had an M249, but Pyro ki cast used that was behind their airdrop, and he just taken down. Look at T2K Ishal. No one is focused on him right now. He can slither in from that direction. If DC Sincere spots him, that
okay, red ko book out there
by clip, but then IR2 comes into the game as well, and Rising Nepal Sonam has been taken on. The guy with M249 has been taken down out there as well. DC Sincere goes down in the fight as well. DC Pro Noob surviving for his team. Season with his T3060, and Private takes down T2 with Charlie. This is a fun silver fight, ladies and gentlemen. Pro Noobs actually takes on 2 players with his grenade, and Kagura takes on Crazy. Rising Nepal right now as Predak is a lone survivor, and all the players are alone. So pops up his first aid. Team Pyro gets eliminated. IR2 moving forward alongside Kagura, and I think it's going to be bad as IR2 can eliminate the whole team. But
okay, IR2 को 2 जन down
for the team. One person does amazing things for the team, and Private with that Uzi is obviously one of the teams thinking about the game. But can it do it? Yes, it does. Team T2 gets eliminated, and alongside with the team Rising Nepal on the third spot. A good comeback, but 1v2 situation. DC Pro Noob out there, and R3D Private and Season 2 players out there. Can that one solo player clutch it out, or will these 2 players do it? What are your opinions on this fight?
I think I did not expect either of these teams to make it this far, because they were fighting from out in the open. I mean, R3D, they had PN Gaming right behind them, and DC, they were once again out in the open as well, with Pyro being focusing on them. But now, finally, eliminating the 2 of the squads that were in perfect positions to win this game. This has just turned the entire tides around. Pro Noob just trying to cook up that Molotov and throwing, is looking to throw it towards the side of the players from the side of R3D, who have traded positions now.
I mean, the team was out here to make a statement. That is what the teams are doing. R3D Season. Now they know where the Molotov arrived from. And DC Pro Noob is outside the circle and would go outside the circle, only handing up the win to R3D in an incredible way. I mean, that was a good thing, to be honest. Like, they did not even use the gun in the final circle.
Yeah, and once again, another interesting factor that we will come in to look at when we actually see the standings for this team is going to be Rising Nepal. Once again, unlike the play style is different from how they were playing the last time they were playing. Last time I think it was 13, 11, 11, some sort of kills. Just the number of kills they were getting every single game. It was incredible. But this time,
yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what Rising Nepal, Pyro, they stayed in that compound for a long time, and no team came to contest them. That also, you know, that those things can be one of the reasons that they did not get the kills. But when the teams came, a lot of teams came, and that a lot of teams is one thing that you cannot take fight against.
Yeah. And okay, one situation as well. You are grouped up with your teammates, and R3D, they just charged into them blind.
R3D.
So once again, Rising Nepal, the possibilities for the chicken dinner were there, just not they were able to capitalize on that situation, because their compound, even in the end, was in towards the safer side of the blue zone. But after that, let's have a look at the game standings and see where the teams finished. Because R3D Devils, they have the chicken dinner for themselves with 8 points for the kills, 28 points in total. Damn Classy, they are going to be second with 18 points for themselves. Team Pyro pushing themselves up to the third position. 8 kills that they have, 15 points in total. Rising Nepal taking the dip. Look at this. They finished third, but they only had 3 kills. 13 points in total is going to make sure that they are fourth in this game. Jyanmaara, they are going to be fifth. Team T2K, sixth. PN Gaming 7th and
Jyanmaara पनि किसले
I
गर्दा माथि आएछ
mean, as of now, this was a top 8 teams, and we'll have to see, you know, what mistakes the other teams did. As A1 Esports, they had an early exit, and they'll be on the bottom half of the table, and so did the other teams. 1971, a team that did really good. That team is on the next half of the table, as we're talking A1 Esports on the 9th, Ultimate Bang on the 10th, Salty Squad on 11th, Vibes on 12th, Deadeyes Guys on 13th, KTM Rage, and this thing. Elementrix and 1971. No one expected this to happen.
Soldi ra Vibes ko kill le garda
that
unharu
was
mathe aएछ.
dominating the first and the second
Ultimate
game.
Bang ko पनि
How
kill le garda mathe
that happens, that was bad.
Deadeyes
But the most
चाहिँ
unfortunate
kill
situation, Ultimate Bang. The car just blasted, took down all the players.
Yeah, hiding, and that is exactly what Salty AJ, if you remember, took advantage of, like with the nade. This time it was blown up, last time it was a grenade blowing up a car and an entire team dying. So, same thing happened twice in the day, and the second team did not win less than the first time.
That is like, you know, that is the game actually has that learning curve to itself. If you are trying to go for it, you need to set up the base, you need to maintain all the basics as well, and if that does not happen, each and every point change. It just changes each and everything over the game.
I actually agree with that. Like what you're trying to say, you make a mistake, you learn from it. All right, that is not going to happen again. You move on, then you make another mistake, you learn from it. That is not going to happen. But as you keep learning, you keep growing, and once again, the teams are going to be under a lot of pressure right now. So small little mistakes, as in standing close to a car inside a smoke, things like that are going to be happening.
Things like that are going to be happening. Things like that should not happen with the teams that it happens, because you see, each and every team comes up with just one goal. Each and every team stays in their waiting lobby of 60 seconds with just one goal. The chicken dinner will be asked. You know. A match ends, every team just sits in the lobby and they're like, you did this mistake, I did this mistake, let's just not do it. But when they come into the game, there is some other mistake that they do. Sometimes it's in the form of third parties, and on the other times it's in the form that they did not get a gun, they had a different landing spot, they had a bad landing spot, and all those things. But then there is a team that always gets a dinner, and that team always has an MVP.
Always has an MVP. So let's have a look and see who it is for the last game of Vikendi. It is going to be IR2. 66 damage, 29 minutes survival time, 7 kilometers traveled. So from the man just goes from like self-destroying himself from grenades to being an MVP and getting his team
and
the
to
chicken
destroying
dinner.
other people with his gun, as 866 damage is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. Entry points. He was the first one to rush in towards the side of Rising Nepal.
Yeah, he was the first one to rush in, and I mean, while other players were trying to go in with Uzi and all, and they were pre-fires and all those
let's
things.
go. We just have a gun.
I have a gun. I'll just go ahead.
Yeah, give me a gun, I'll go in. But with that, let's also have a look and see who all other players join him in the top 5 for the last game. It is going to be Pyro Treves with 4 kills, 712 damage, 1 headshot. A1 Esports Sharpie is going to be there on the second, 4 kills, 576 damage, 1 headshot as well. DC's Pro Noob is going to be there on third spot, 4 kills, 47 damage, 0 headshots, and IR2 is going to be fourth with 3 kills, 866 damage, 1 headshot. T2K's Hunter is going to be fifth with 3 kills, 476 damage and 1 headshot to his name.
I mean, yeah, so far so good with the players and all the kills and all, but then A1 Esports Kapshi and Pyro Treves both had 4 kills. I mean, imagine, they were trying to survive, and A1 Esports had an exit on 9th spot.
Yeah.
At that spot, 4 kills of a single player. If he would have survived, would have taken them to a big number over in the kill standings, overall standings, and all those things. And talking about overall standings, let's actually see what the overall standings and where the teams are going on, because
Rising Nepal
finally Rising Nepal making up that mark on the first position. I mean, 2 chicken dinners still
It took
out
a
there.
while. It took a while.
It took a while. It took some time, but still, the kills department is being led by INES. Those 47 kills in their hands. Not playing today, but still, they are making up an impact. PMCO out there on 3rd position. Team Xtreme out there on 4th, 9th, 7th, Gladiators on 5th, Devils on 6th. With their chicken, they obviously had a chance, and they are taking that full utilization of that chance. 7th on 7th, and NHN out there on 8th position for now.
NHN just being unfortunate, NHN at 17 not playing today. So once again, moving on to the next state, we have rivals on the 9th. Team Hype is going to be 10th, Jyanmaara is going to be 11th, Trust G Process is going to be 12th, Deadeyes Guy is taking the 13th spot, Solty Squad, the slow climb coming up. Wolves 10 is going to be 15th, and Damn Classy is going to be taking the 16th spot.
And then coming up on the last section, the teams that are at a bad batch. But I mean, A1 Esports had a decent run as their players were, in good MVP standings as well. But they just had a 1 point lead, and that leaves ES on the last position. Obviously, I mean, they'll have to come back tomorrow, but then T2K and Pyro, these are the 2 teams that are trying to go up further, but Elementrix, Elementrix is still on 19. The bad run for Elementrix, A1 Esports, Vibes, Ultimate Bang, it's not at all stopping.
Yeah, it's not looking like their day, because they did not play yesterday, and it was understandable that they were on the bottom of the standings. But today they are playing. You should be able to capitalize and actually make the push.
Maybe the last game.
Yeah, maybe the last game is going to be there, because Elementrix and A1 Esports, they are definitely not having a good day today. But once again, we still have one more game remaining. It is going to be Erangel. We'll be back after a short break. You guys stay tuned and keep watching.
तर सोनमको हो भन्छ त सेरेना के भन्छ सोनमको हो कस्तो टेन्सन भएको बेलाहरु के भन्छ सेरेनाले बिर्स्यो अरे त्यो भनिरहेछ सोनम अनि सेरेनासँग खेलेछ र खेलेको छैन होला तर हामी चाहिँ नि सेरेनाको रुम खेलेको थियो त हामी ओके एउटा बोल्ने तमी छैन छ अरे के भन्छ हो फेरि
ए नवीन जी सेरिनालाई छोड्दिनु के आफ्नै प्लानको लागि गरेर
मेरो चाहिँ 2 सेकेन्ड्स डिले आउँछ स्ट्रिम गरौँ भने रबाइदा
छोड्दैन त अब
यहाँबाट फेरि देखाउन मिल्दैन के रोको यो भिडियो क्याप्चरमा गयो हैन लाइक मेरो चाहिँ त्यस्तो हुन्थ्यो के यो चाहिँ मेरो एलगाटोको हैन यसमा क्लिक गर्यो अनि हो यो अडियो आउटपुट मोड छ नि कहिलेकाहीँ चाहिँ यो डाइरेक्ट साउन्डमा चाहिँ 1 सेकेन्डको डिले दिन्छ कहिले वेब आउटमा हैन त्यही भएर चाहिँ मैले चाहिँ अनि यो माथिकोमा डिले दियो भने चाहिँ यो सिलेक्ट गरिदिन्छु डिले हट्छ यसमा डिले ए शिट बिर्सिरे मैले आई एम सरी आई एम डमेज एफ यस्तो गर्नुपर्छ के सरी म बिर्सिरे आफै बिर्सिरे यो भयो नि हैन यसलाई फुल स्क्रिन गर्दिन यो भिडियो क्याप्चर डिभाइस हो हैन यसलाई यस्तो गर्यो यो त देखिन्छ नि देखिदैन देखियो है हो यो देखिएन हो यो अडियो आउटपुट मोड भन्ने छ हैन अनि हो यसमा कि त यसमा डिले दिन्छ कि त यसमा डिले दिन्छ एउटामा डिले दिएको बेलामा चाहिँ अर्कोमा चाहिँ अर्को सिलेक्ट हान्दिन्छु अनि यसमा डिले दिएको बेलामा यसमा सिलेक्ट हान्दिन्छु आफै फिक्स हुन्छ कि मेरो चाहिँ ओरिजिनल एलगाटो युज गर्दा चाहिँ अब त्यो तिम्रो त्यो उसमा चाहिँ के हुन्छ थाहा छैन हो मलाई यार अब चाहिँ देखियो होला है यो चाहिँ हटाइदिनु मैले उस गरेको छु के नो प्रब्लम नट अ प्रब्लम यो भाइले यार मलाई के गरिरहेछ म भाइले जानु पर्ने हो यो भाइ
माफिया फेरि स्टार्ट हो
के भयो
त्यहाँ हेर न बुङ्गुरको नाक पटाखा घरि बुङ्गुर पटाखा घरि एउटा बुङ्गुर पटाखा घरि दुईटा गोरी पटाखा
अरे भाइ भएन है यस्तो भएन हो सुदन के छ को पुग्ला जस्तो छन् है अब के भन्ने एनिथिङ क्यान ह्यापन अझै 8वटा म्याच बाँकी छ अरे सनिम सर त अनि पुरा यता उसमा रहेछ नि त ल सरहरू त अनि पुरा यता फेसबुकतिर हेरिरहेको रहेछन् हौ मलाई के थाहा हो यस्तो हाम्रो हरि सर आदित्य सरहरू त यता सनिम सर कुन कन्ट्रीको गेम भइरहेछ यो कन्ट्री भन्दा पनि साउथ एसिया रिजनको भइरहेको छ अनि नेपालकोहरू पनि टन्नै छन् कि नेपाल बङ्गलादेशको मात्र बाँकी छन् कि अहिले खेल्ने म चाहिँ युट्युबको कमेन्ट मात्रै हेरिरहेको थिएँ अब लास्ट एउटा म्याच बाँकी छ हुन्छ हुन्छ हाम्रो सनिम सर त अनि किन फेसबुकमा मात्र छ नि त यो आज युट्युबमा आउनु भएन त अब 2 मिनट बाँकी छ 2 मिनट बाँकी भइसकेपछि म चाहिँ लास्ट जोन एकचोटि एकपल्ट हेरिदिउँ होइन
Nang is going to be spotted by IR2. He is going to be dropped down and finished. JM with 2 players already being knocked down and finished off. Gunner is the only man that is surviving.
This player, IR2 has to get into the circle as well, and the circle and him, it's an open area. Gunner, he would have actually gone down with that if he would have been really close to the car. And look at that, IR2 spots him, shots him, and that shot is gonna cost him. But then this was really good for Gunner.
India, nope. India.
One more player, FSEC, and I think one more shot and FSEC would have gone down, but I think he is safe right now. Pyramid ES has been taken down. 8 teams still remaining, and that Sonam's M249 comes into the equation out here. Can it do some damage? Can it do the catastrophe that is needed? I don't think so. Yes, it does, but Pyrokick's grenade is on P and FSEC, and Utsarga is taking that zone damage right now. Would like to move into the zone as well, but TDP gets eliminated as Utsarga gets spotted by Jyanmaara's Gunner. JM Gunner solo surviving for his team in that smoke cloud.
He was focused on IR2, but Utsarga misses one shot. Gunner turns around, finishes him off. That was just incredible. But once again, down to 7 teams in this game right now. 20 people alive. Pyro, they have an advantage of the cover that they're in. Rising Nepal, you can say the same for them. But the difference being, Pyro, they are grouped in one building. Rising Nepal, they are split up. And Gunner is finally going to be taken down by the players from the side of T2K. On the other side, PN, they are going to be in a bit of trouble. DC Pro Noob, the only man surviving for his team. Okay, Sincere is there as well. 2 people surviving from the side of DC. Damn classy. They have to be careful. T2K Kusha, he is going to be healed up. Chari is there as well. But once again, trying to fight from the open is not advisable. You are going to be in a bit of trouble. R3D are just going to learn that lesson. And PN Gaming, they are going to be taken out of this game entirely, being eliminated now down to the 5 teams. And IR2 is so close to getting into the side of Rising Nepal. The nade being thrown inside. Can he actually make it happen?
I don't know right now, because one thing, Crazy has been taken down. Crazy had an M249, but Pyrokick has used that Groza that was behind.
Top 16 select हुन्छ अझै 8 वटा म्याच बाँकी छ यो आजको यो लास्ट म्याच पछि अझै
right now. He can slither in from that direction. If DC says that might actually change the game, but then has been spotted out there by them first, drops of the full clip, but then IR2 comes into the game as well, and Rising Nepal has been taken out. The guy with M249 has been taken down out there as well. DC Sincere goes down in the fight as well. DC Pro Noob surviving for his team. Season with his 360 and Private takes down T2 with Charlie. This is a fun circle fight, ladies and gentlemen. Pro Noobs actually takes on 2 players with his grenade, and Kagura takes on Crazy. Rising Nepal in a bit of a trouble right now as Prerak is a lone survivor and all the players are low on health. Sonam pops up his first aid. Team Pyro gets eliminated. IR2 moving in forward alongside Kagura, and I think it's going to be bad as IR2 can eliminate the whole team, but one person clutches it all for the team. One person does amazing things for the team, and Private 7 with that Uzi. Uzi is obviously going to change each and everything about the game, but can it do it? Yes, it does. Team T2 gets eliminated, and alongside with the team Rising Nepal on the 3rd spot. A good comeback, but 1v2 situation. DC Pro Noob out there, and R3D Private and Season 2 players out there. Can that one solo player clutch it out, or will these 2 players do it?
Let's see.
Something, but we are in the final game. Okay,
Sanhok. Erangel go last match.
Military base.
Shooting range bata military.
Jojo City, Katka, school.
T2K haru चाहिँ यहाँ जर्जमा जान सक्छन् versus 7 तिर चाहिँ पिएन जाला.
Good areas.
Vibes haru छ.
Can drop, but talking about Yasna, where Salty and A1 goes, I think that's gonna be a bit of a trouble.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be trouble. And in the last game on Erangel, we saw Elementrix drop on towards the side of the military base, and we have to see if they are going to make that same push again. On the other side, one of the teams that are leading the charges and are in the top 2 position right now is INES, who always prefer that area, have managed to get early kills from there sometimes. We have to see if teams who actually go towards Nova this time around, will they move
Elementrix are good very duos
contest Elementrix, or are they going to make the safer play, move from the Nova Bridge to the main island?
Yeah, and PN is going to the drop of 7. He wipes out then Zaki. Yeah, exactly.
Someone made it.
They always make it. Go with the game, man. They always make it. A1ES is trying to go to Yasna, Punyana, and we'll have to see what happens. In 1971, Jyanmaara. They are just, hovering right now, but then which team just drops it? That's going to be a question as 1971 is going out there, and the zone I think it's going to be a query if it happens, but then all the teams are ready, and this is the area. Like how often do you see Zarki in a drone shot?
I don't know. I mean, I've never been to that place personally, because it is about the military zone.
No one has been to any place on the map.
Does anyone? Okay, so I think this is one of the questions we need to ask our audience. Do you guys actually go to Zarki?
Zarki or Kameshki? Okay, audience, just tell me which area will you prefer, Zarki or Kameshki? Out of both the areas, just comment down one area, is Zarki or Kameshki? Just choose one, and which is your preferable one out of
over on the other side. One more thing I want to talk about. When we actually looked at the mini-map and we were seeing players drop down, Elementrix, they dropped to the military base, but TDP was there as well. Look, it is close to
Novo, then as of now they could not make it to Novo because of the lane path, but still, if you see Doku is trying to go to the Novo area, if anything, and Pupu man.
He was separated from his team earlier.
He always does that. I mean, that's how they've started off. But still no damage done as of now. All 64 players alive. Let's see how the games proceed. And look at this. KTM Adis, he has 2 shotguns. I mean, 2 incredible guns, like the same guns, but for the close range, obviously, explosive.
Close range battles, he is definitely going to take them in their favor. But on the other side, long range engagements, he has to wait for his teammates to come in with the actual guns, assault rifles, so that they can actually take them. But on the other side, DE are going to take control of the Rozhok area with just 2 players, Shifu sir and Wadu sir, being present on either side of the street, and are going to be quite comfortable with the loots that they find.
Alright, I'm going to ask you a question. Choose either one of 2. Alright, SMGs and bolt actions, or AR and shotgun. You need to choose this thing. Like if you're using SMG, you'll just use bolt action. Or if you're using AR, you can just use shotguns with it. Like which 2 set of guns are you gonna prefer?
I think I'll go with the AR and the shotgun.
Good choice. I'll go with SMG and bolt action. See, as you know, what people did was so many of them had Uzi for the final circle ready, and AWM, Car 98, etc. for when they need to fight for the longer ranges. That's like one of the strategies teams are going with nowadays as well.
Yeah, that has been the meta so far. I have told you 2 days earlier, I'm not a sniper man. I don't like snipers, but okay. So as we were referring to the game yesterday, Ocean is amazing at them and can actually pop some hits. But talking about snipers, one of the places they can come into play is going to be the military base, especially with the place that TDP. I hope TDP actually contests this, because fights on military base are just action-packed, and there are a lot of strategies that can come into play from the teams, seeing as to how they actually want to play out those situations. But TDP once again just moving on towards Novo and are just going to stick around there. They have total control of the area and are going to be pretty happy about it. But once again, the zone is not going to be in their favor. They have to rotate out of here once they are done looting, and have to make sure that they find a safer rotation into towards the main island now.
Yeah, I mean, as of now, TDP would like to find a safer area and safer rotation for them, and the circle is actually arriving slowly and steadily. Salt Squad, on the other hand, out there in this Giorgio pole, behind the Giorgio area for them, and the teams Rising Nepal, A1 Esports, PN, TDP, Elementrix kind of inside the circle, not totally inside the circle. So all these teams are outside, and Vibes as well, kind of outside the circle. Rest assured, all the other teams are still inside the circle. We'll have to see what happens, as the fights are gonna happen slowly and steadily, but still teams are trying to loot, as Rising Nepal has a Dacia, a buggy for them, and probably they'll find more vehicles on the go, on the run as well. But for now, it's kind of a good curve for the team to go and rotate and all those things, but a slow pace is always kind of a decent start to start the game. Like every game starts slow, but then at the end, when it picks up the pace, you have to be ready for both the situations.
You definitely have to be ready for every single thing the game can throw at you. Not the game exactly, but the players.
First match GE, second match 1971, third match
surprise you with one that is actually going to kill you at some point. But now it is going to be your turn to actually figure out as to how you want to rotate in towards the zone, where you can actually predict the players are going to be clustered towards based on how the zone zone is, the location of the compounds, the location of the high grounds, the ridges and all that stuff. Every single calculation needs to be made, and those things you learn through experience. That is one thing that is referred to as having good game sense. And that only happens once you have grinded out enough games, once you have actually made a lot of mistakes, once you actually learn and have played a lot. But this time, in competitive scene, things are being switched around a lot, and that sort of results in a lot of team being caught off guard. Because, alright, you see Elementrix dropping in towards the military base, but in group stages, their drop was totally different.
You need to have these kind of scenarios obviously ready, so that if nothing is going into your direction, you can just have a secondary plan as well. And the zone is coming up slowly and steadily as we are talking, and we'll have to see how the zone changes each and everything. And when the zone shifts or does an incredible hard shift, will the players be ready for it? As you're saying, yeah, obviously it throws a lot of things at you, but then are all of them enough? Can you take all of them when the pressure actually comes in a lot? So that is like one of the things. And KTM on the other hand, I think this team is a really good team, just falling sometimes short, sometimes good with the strategies, sometimes bad, and they all count at the end of the game. DC on the other hand, previous game was kind of decent, but can they just capitalize and make an incredible game at the end? As Jam Classy, they are ready for a fight, they will be ready for a fight. Steely Soap is not inside a vehicle right now, all other three players are. We'll have to see where he is. But then A1 Esports and Rising Nepal and TDP Puppy from TDP are these three players / teams that are making a late entry inside the circle. Rest assured, each and every team is in there. So then Rising Nepal and TDP can actually contest each other on that Milta bridge. As you can see, Milta and TDP from the Novo side and Rising Nepal from the Milta side, they can engage in a fight if they just collide with each other. But TDP just trying to play escaping right now. I think so. If that happens, that will really takes down the first player, that's Warhead.
But at least though two teams, TDP and RN, they were at least rotating in towards the maze of A1 Esports is still sticking towards the side of Yasna Poliana. They haven't moved there. Look at this Ocean. Finally, actually, they started to move a little bit, but by now, the zone is going to move into the next circle. Oh, they are so lucky. The zone shifts in their favor. They are actually going to have an easier rotation, but on the other side, TDP, they have to be careful. Rising Nepal is right behind them, just drafting with that airflow from their vehicles. But TDP, did they actually stopping for that engagement? I think they did, but KTM on the other side, they have to be really careful. They were being engaged earlier, and as I say that, look at this. TDP setting up that car cover, which could actually really harm them, because Rising Nepal, they have those compounds, they have those buildings for themselves, and here comes Utsarga. But on the other side, we do see the players from the side of DC actually making it into the zone finally, and they are going to be pretty much happy about it, unless someone manages to catch them off guard right at this moment, because they were driving through an open field, making a lot of noise with those 4 cars that they have.
Yeah, I mean, that is one thing takes on Pyrokick as we were talking. And T2K, I mean, PN Gaming is in a really good spot right now, and they the most important thing is if they can be spotted by their opponents or not. And Jyanmaara on the other hand, as you can see, JM on the back end of Pochinki, if I'm not wrong, and Pyro is on the upper edge. Obviously, Jyanmaara's players trying to spot them down and hunt them down. But what happens is, if Pyro just rushes in, we'll have to see how that changes each and everything inside the game.
Yeah, that is just going to change the entire way JM is looking at the situation. But once again, Pyro, they have to be careful about this, because JN right now, they have the cover of the compounds. And it once again brings me back to the conversation that we were having during the group stages about the trade-offs between having the high ground advantage versus having the cover advantage. One position is going to allow you to get away quite safely. The other one is going to corner you, but is going to allow you to fight with safety. So you have to think about it. Are you just going to worry about the situation that you have at hand right now, deal with it first and then move on? Or are you going to look at the bigger picture and see, all right, if we are going to fight from there, that is going to put us in trouble if we get third party. But from here, we might actually get away. But one team that is not going to get away is going to be Rising Nepal Prerak being dropped. Sonam is going to be taken out. He is so close. JM, they have collapsed upon the team from the side of Rising Nepal. Prerak is going to look to run away in that buggy. A lot of shots being fired. His health is quite low. He was dropped to about 70% health, and Crazy is going to be finished off in first, is going to follow soon. JM, they have lost 2 players, but Wang is going to revive them inside the smoke, and Rising Nepal are going to be in a lot of trouble in the last game for this day.
I mean, yeah, that trouble is going to cost them a lot of things right now, and that's one thing. But then JM, if anything, if Rising Nepal's players are not being revived out there, then JM is going to take this fight in their hands. Obviously, in first is also going to go down right now by Nang. That, like, he wanted to end things in style, so he just goes for a drop shot, even though he knows that the person out right in front of him had low health already. Prerak, on the other hand, is surviving from Rising Nepal right now. Rising Nepal will have to see how good they can, bring the things out of this situation. An R3D season with that M16 holographic trying to spot some players of Salty, and airdrop second is with the hands of Elementrix, but not for long, as DC Steelix OP takes him down. Airdrops are a good thing, but you kind of need to loot them with a lot of incredibility. Otherwise, this happens. Accidents happen everywhere.
Yeah, that is, I think, one of the most common things. Once again, we saw an old school strat coming in from Nepali Ho Ni earlier on during the semi-finals, but now once again an old school strat coming in from DC, wherein you just bait out the airdrop, and Shagar just fell for the bait. He thought no one was there, and he was bleeding out. But now, in a couple of seconds, he's just gonna die, and D6 Steely OP is gonna get that kill for free. They can now actually go in and get that Groza for themselves, but now they have to be careful, because now Elementrix, they are gonna know that there is a team close to the airdrop, and so will the other teams as well, because the shots were being fired, there were teams passing by, one team is right behind the ridge, and everyone has realized where the players from the side of DC are, because now DC, they have to be really careful about how they actually make the move into the next one. But once again, the cluster just forming of the teams. A1 Esports Dante is just going to pass by. Oh, JM, look at this ocean. JM, they are going in for the hunt on Prerak, and the nade for Ghana is going to make sure that Rising Nepal is the first team being eliminated.
For the first time, Rising Nepal had a bad day today, and that was not expected. But A1 Esports is also another team that is having a bad day, as Dante is about to go down. Dante is so low on health right now. Kapshi falls down. Dante on just 20 HP. On the other hand, Unsaka comes in, but then Stranger has been taken on 1 HP, and Unsaka was out there. Dogo finishes. Look at that. The squad gets wiped in less than 10 seconds.
What? They had all their players alive, if I'm not wrong. They still actually lost this against TDP. TDP, they could be actually looking to making a comeback in this game. Oh boy, oh boy. And bang! YCL is gonna
another bang.
Oh boy. Yeah, he just by mistake, I think, blew up his own player, but the revive is gonna come in for SS. Healing utility gonna be wasted. You might have wanted to save that for the later stages, but still, they actually managed to take out 2 players from the side of Vibes, so I guess that is gonna be a win-win for this entire team. Knight and Anika, the 2 players surviving for the side. They are gonna regroup. They have to be a little bit careful, quite separated from the teammates, but that was the reason that they are alive right now.
Yeah, that's the reason that they are alive right now. Obviously, their teammates are not in the right scenario right now, and then they are trying to take painkillers and all those things. But the major factor, see, out there is PDP is having a good comeback right now, but Rising Nepal is not. And Pochinki, if I'm not wrong, yes, the drop is coming out in Pochinki. The second airdrop that had Groza, Shagar, kind of died. Not kind of, Shagar died. Yeah. And the second airdrop is the third airdrop also has a Groza. We'll have to see what happens. And Sincere with that VSS. Yeah, the zone shift was tremendous. And Sincere with that VSS is trying to spot the players. And if you see the zone, the airdrop is outside the circle.
Yeah.
That is a new meta.
That is once again some of the things that have changed with the game so far. But the zone shifts, they have been incredible. First, it moves to the northeast. Now, it moves to the southwest. And that just changes the entire situation of the game, and teams that were feeling pretty comfortable, alright, the zone is quite close to us, we are going to be are now going to be in trouble right now. But bang, they have to be careful. DC is on the other side. D2K Hunter firing those shots on the players from the side of PN. And these guys are fighting right on the edge of the circle, so the pressure is not going to be there. Some factors that are being taken away is going to be the pressure of actually worrying about making it into the zone, worrying about the blue zone.
One funny thing, in the middle of the fight, Politang just comes close to the car and he just sits in the car and he was like, yeah, you can fire guns at each other, I'm just inside the car, and that was
chill.
That's a safe strat if you want to play it like that. But then PN Muffin Ninja out here. PN Gaming, I mean, they had a decent to good run today. And they would like to, you know, carry that run. T2K had a good run. Shari, Legend, Polihang, 3 players just situated out there. And look at one thing. If we're looking at the minimap, ladies and gentlemen, you see team number 12, that is R3D. Team number 9, that is T2K, and another team, that is team number 6. These players are just lined up right in front of each other at the edge of the zone.
Yeah, that's the thing I was talking about. When you're fighting at the edge of the zone, the pressure for actually making it into the play zone and actually surviving, worrying about the blue zone, all those things are taken away. But JM, they are not looking to stop TDP. Sarga is going to drop players from the side of PN, and JM, they are going in on the players of Pyro. But JM Sunim is going to be taken down, and Utsar is going to turn his car 98 towards the player of Bang, and this action is just going to be incredible because all these teams are present in close quarter situation and they are in the open as well. Another team on the edge of the circle is going to be TDP, but having the cover of the buildings is going to provide them some safety. And look at this, JM, they were spread out. 2 players from the side of Pyro have been taken down. Wang is going to get the kill for one of the players. Kikasi is going to be down, but that just leaves Myth, and Nang is going to get his revive. Gunner and Wang are closing in. JM, they have just lost 1 player. Sonim was taken down a couple of seconds earlier, but now turning this Elementrix going up against the Gladiators.
Elementrix is ready for a fight, and 1971 Gladiators, they should not be the one to get eliminated once again at the early stage. The previous game was not good for them, but I think they want to make it better, and Ryan was just spotted by Poo Poo Man, but still Ryan makes it up to here to a safety area. Orange at one direction. This is how the circle is. They are at the edge of the circle. One area is this, and on the other area, as we talked about,
northern side.
Yeah, the northern side. There are other teams as well fighting. Like the edge is the area, but then there is one edge where TDP is just sitting out there, Salty is sitting out there. So those 2 areas are where fights are not happening. Orange comes up with a grenade, but will this grenade do some damage? Not for now. But we'll have to see what happens. I still love one thing about Elementrix is orange. He has his gun has orange skin and everything, like his helmet has orange skin and that thing. But look at the circle. Oh my god. Bang and DE are the only 2 teams in the circle.
Yeah, but remember the pressure I was talking about being taken from the team number 6, number 9, number 12. That is going to kick in now. But once again, as you said, Orange just decks out Orange. That man is not a man. He's a brand in himself. And now it's going to be his time to prove. His brand is orange now.
Which is your favorite color?
It's going to be olive green.
What are you, a girl? What is olive green? There's just green if there's a green or something.
Olive green.
What is olive green?
It's a darker shade of green.
Okay, mine is black and that is a darker shade of each and every color. You can just, I beat you in that thing now. He is beating R3DIR2 as the fights are happening, and overcommitment outside the circle by 1971 players, Elementrix Orange and Pooperman, 2 players that are surviving out there. DE on the other hand in this Pochinki area. Mr. Hughes who takes on 1971 Ryan as the fight is happening, and Season and Kagura, 2 players out here alongside Private as R3D is looking for a chicken dinner in their hands once again. But will they be able to fight it as they are outside the circle? Currently, a circle is coming, and 185 meters is the distance that they have to travel. V-Radiator takes on PN Blend. PN is in a bit of a trouble right now as CE is taking an incredible fight. No doubt their players are down right now. Shifusa is down, but then TBP is being taken by Anish. He is low on health, is using first aid. Will pop it out. The grenade once again comes in, takes his down to 50-ish HP, but he would like to move in. Another grenade takes his health down to 20 HP. What is going to happen as the third grenade can be a charm? Will the third time be a charm? The grenade coming in. The grenade has been cooked up. This can be a perfect grenade and takes him down as well. Oh my god, a perfect grenade just hits him by the pixels.
Yeah.
And takes him down.
That was so well thought from side of D, and they were in the perfect position for this. Because the warehouse that they are in is open on the other side, so he will be able to take every single fight, every single team that come in towards him. But now Elementrix, they are going to be in trouble because Vibes is engaging upon them. KTM, they are going to drop one player as well. Shifusa from the side of DE is going to throw one more nade to finish off the players from the side of PN Gaming. Blend is going to bleed out slowly, and Rated is going to get that kill. But now DE, they have to be careful because Bang is right behind them, and Bang could actually cause a lot of trouble for them. But now they have their eyes on eliminating PN Gaming from this game entirely. Mafia Ninja, the only man surviving, is going to be in the crosshairs of Shifusa.
I mean, Mafia Ninja is surviving.
Well, Alex,
the circle right now.
He's a kind of
the circle is the distance that he has to actually go for. Team Pyro gets eliminated on the 13th spot, and 12 people are actually remaining. RGD Karpugara goes on the play zone, and that thing, the Mafia Ninja circle is not on him. But the one thing that is saving him is the smoke that these guys have created for themselves. KTM's also players are also going down as Ades goes down. Warhead is still outside the circle. Jyanmaara's gunner still surviving there. And look at this, look at 1971. They are outside in the open, and they are not in the zone properly. It is 1971 we have to see which team will be the next one to fall out as the zone is taking its shift from upper areas outside the poaching keys, department. And Bang on the other hand, if you see, they are having a safer spot right now, but Jyanmaara's gunner can take the fight against KTM, but Vibes from the back end can actually takes down DC Silix OP. Vibes NX takes down T2K Poli Hang. We'll have to see what happens in this fight as Bang SS takes down T2K Legend.
And KTM, they are gonna look to rotate out of the circle, but they have to be careful because Vibes is right in front of them. And as you said, Ocean Gunner can actually capitalize on the situation, but he is gonna look to go in on the players from the side of 1971. Instead, in the meanwhile, he's gonna get spotted, and Jyanmaara is gonna be eliminated. On top, he's gonna be taken down from the side of Bang, but YCL is going to be traded out by Doku, and that is going to be an interesting engagement as well. But now T2K versus Vibes, who is going to come out on top? Puffy is going to drop YCL, he's going to finish him off, and Vibes Anik is going to be taken down. But one nade coming in from the side of Bang is going to drop two players from the side of KTM. Once again, coming back to the situation with Vibes fighting out in the open with the M4, with the scope.
Jyanmaara
It can give you an advantage, but you won't have any cover. And once again, we have seen a lot of cars being blown up, a lot of teams dying.
Gladiators get eliminated on 10th spot. 1971 Gladiators, the team that has had good two games. Was kind of, normal day now for them. T2P Utsaga also goes down. As we are counting down to 20 people. 9 teams remaining. Bang with DE on the downward side. And the grenade, look at that. TDP's Doku's grenade bounced back off the wall to take Bikal down. No one expected that. A second grenade comes in. A third grenade once again bounces back, but then nobody will be out there. KTM Warhead also gets eliminated, and the Google Nightbot the airdrop is out there. Bang SS is throwing grenades on TDP as well. Warduser on the downward area. In these two houses, there are 4 squads fighting each other.
Okay, imagine if all these cars are blown up.
Okay, Mafia la
sport
goes live. Okay, Mafia la prahar garte 1 HP bagi थियो
1 HP, but not in OSP, and giving gets eliminated by DE Shifusa. Now he should be knowing that there's no players out there. But then yes, look at this, so many players. Bang, TDP, DE, and Bang goes down in this incredible fight as well. And the circle is going to take a hard shift on the other side. Yes, exactly. And DE, all these squads have to move inside the zone. Can they do that movement as we are talking? Because the movement is crucial.
Yeah.
Now see, one thing. If you are the first one to move, each and every team is going to spot you. But then the major factor is, will that team shoot on you? Warduser takes one player down out there, and then they are moving on the top edge area. As Shifusa takes another player down. I mean, Bang squad is going to be in a bit of a trouble right now. Bang SS is on the other area, is on a different house. We'll have to see what happens.
But DE actually spot Doku from the side of TDP, and they drop him. Puffy is the only man left standing for the squad because the players earlier were taken down. And Puffy, what are you going to do? Are you going to go and protect your teammate who is hiding behind that van over there? On the other side, Suraj from the side of KTM is in the same building as Bang SS, and they are still surviving. But DE, now they come charging in. They are looking to collapse upon TDP. Puffy firing through the smokes. He is still going to chase some away, but he's going to be finished as Shifusa is going to charge in his face with that AK and finish him off. Now their eyes turn towards Bang SS and KTM Suraj. That house is not going to save you, mate. Shifu sir is going to drop by T2K Chari of all people. They are coming in on this fight. They are collapsing. They are third-partying this one. And Bang SS is still there. KTM Suraj is still there. DE, they are up to 2 players. Shifu sir is going to get the revive. But here comes the blue zone.
The zone touches them. The zone of the death. Yes, touching them right now. T2K Hunter takes on R3D Kakura. 4 teams remaining as KTM gets eliminated on 5th spot. DE Wadusa moving out in the open spot. Bang SS will try to take him down and yes, takes him down as that will be end of ultimate Bang. Now DE is surviving with 2 players. Rated just 1 HP barely survived. R3D private 2v2 situation. T2K versus R3D versus DE. R3D can have a second chicken dinner. DE can have a second chicken dinner. T2K can have their first out there. An incredible opportunity for T2K as this 2v2 situation actually turns out into a 2v2 as Rated Sir gets spotted by T2K's players Chari. He would like to end him, but will he or will not, as the smoke still comes up as a potential cover for him. And out there, T2K Chari will go down by R3D private as Season is still not making a move right now, not giving his location, but then Chari is bleeding out. Rated Sir trying to go to the left end to actually give a revive. Wadusa is actually going out there. We'll have to see what happens. And yes, he is out there. Will he be getting a revive? Will the revival come in? Yes, the revival has come in. But then one person that won't be getting a revive is Chari, as Hunter is on a different area, different angle. Private and Season. 2 players from R3D. If they spot Hunter, it's the game over for T2K. We'll have 2 teams that have already had a chicken dinner. Yes, they spot him. T2K's games is done for right now in the 3rd position. But R3D and DE, both teams have one chicken dinner. I think which team is going to get the second one? That is a big question. They know the location. The sprays are coming in handy. But will that be enough? As M249 in the hands of Wadu Sir. Those 100 bullets, I think they can change each and everything. Those 100 bullets are going to change each and everything. As if he gets to go for it, and we'll have to see what happens as the grenades are coming in handy. But then will those be enough, as no grenades are going to their opponents? But I think now the private has been spotted. The snakes are coming in handy. Rated Sir's grenade and Rated Sir's spray was out there, but the grenade has been now the zone is going to kick in. Rated Sir outside the circle and will be spotted. Play zone takes him down. Wadu Sir is out there, but Wadu Sir's M249 will do the damage. 89 bullets on his M249. Those 89 bullets versus 2 players. Those 2 players, as they cannot be spotted right now, have a perfect cover. But will that perfect cover be penetrated by this M249? A big question. 89 bullets. These get them go west on him. Spot first person and grenade comes in. Oh my god.
That was just intense action from both these teams, but once again the nade finishing things off of all things. Yeah, so that is one of the things that I think the international community actually talks about when you're talking about the Asian region, you're talking about the SEA region, you're talking about India in general, wherein throwables to the players in these regions are really important, and the use of throwables is like on a whole different level.
I mean, yeah, I mean they did it, they showed it, so yeah, it is on another level.
Yeah, nades taking out teams. Nades taking out yourself.
Okay, let's just
I had to
live of this discussion, but yeah, to be honest, this is kind of a different scenario. I mean, how do you end the game in style? You throw a grenade.
You throw a grenade, or you actually drive over someone, but that is sort of risky.
That's sort of risky in the final circle. When and you don't drive over someone when that guy has an M249, because the car can actually get burst up on that, and that's
what I was about to say. Because like he can actually blow up the car, and he's gonna get the situation pretty even after that.
But the fact was that the car was still behind that rock, so it was kind of difficult for him as well to just spot it. And
that's overall listing
behind, so he had to just move into the zone as well. So that thing, and if anything, R3D were like, we knocked one player in that direction, the second player should also be in the same direction. There's still a grenade out there.
Hey, here it goes. Poop. Boom. We get a kill. This is our game.
Okay, what is poop? Boom.
That was the sound of him throwing the grenade.
So a grenade throwing sound.
You are imagining
wrong things right now.
That's
different discussion.
Analysis
not go there ever. This conversation never happened.
Yeah.
No one.
Nepali Messi.
No one actually heard us talking about that. This conversation was not a part of it.
In every team there is the guy who makes funny sounds while playing games. That I am that guy.
Who makes funny sounds while playing games?
Have you not?
Yo kalo lagaउने हो यो.
My dude. But yeah, talking about fun stuff, let's have a look at the MVP for the
उसको
game.
YouTube पनि छ नि त.
Start a
कति यो के
No, I'm not starting a discussion. Private 7 out here.
एनालाइसिसहरु गर्छ को कता ड्रप गर्ने कसरी गर्ने
of the game 27 minutes and 16
के गर्ने
seconds
यता
so
उता
every time.
सब
And distance covered is fairly low.
Like map read go भन्नु
5 kilometers. It's kind of a low distance. So we'll have to
युट्युबर
see
भन्दा
what
नि
happens. But then
युट्युबर त
this was just the one player.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about the other 4 players that were left behind him. Like they were
एनालाइसिस राम्रो
players
गर्छ
who had
सबै
4
गेम प्ले
kills.
राम्रो
But then
छैन
where
त्यही
did they
त
lack? As Team
everyone has
Xtreme was out there with
okay sorry with 5 almost
5,983 damage. That's
Wow.
a lot.
Yeah, that is definitely a lot. And DE Shifusa is going to be on the second with 4 kills to his name.
Ocean Hive Gurkha
658
सँग rank
damage.
push
Third
गर्थ्यो
position being taken
पहिला
by the MVP R3D Private with 3 kills, 686 damage. JM Wang is
खेल्छ
on the fourth with
PUBG
3
त सबै
kills,
खेल्छ
532 damage, and
हिजो खेलेको
Loco
त
is
त्यो
gonna be
दुईजना
on the 5th position. Coming back, talking about DE. I mean, they had this amazing position wherein they were in the warehouse and they were fighting. I think it was.
D लाई
PN,
जोनले पेल्यो
yeah.
maybe it was
No, but
easy यदि
their
जोन
position, because PN they were
favor
coming in from that open area. DE they had nothing to worry about. They had a building in the back that was taken by Bang, and Bang were not engaging in on them. So that was an amazing position, but they actually managed to lose the fight. They did beat PN, but then they got deleted instantly afterwards. And that was just incredible. But moving on from that entire situation, talking about plays, teams who make plays get a better standing, and let's have a look at the game standings for this game.
Bro, red हान्नु न रे
They were
ओके
taking the chicken dinner with 26 points. Deadeye
अब
Guy
रेड हानेर
is
अब
gonna be
म
on
एक्लै जानु
second
भएन नि
with
फेरि
23 points.
हामी
to them.
94 जना छौं
PK
94
is
जनामा
third with
5 जना
18
मात्रै
points.
एक्टिभ छन्
Rage
भन्नुहुन्छ
on the
है
fourth with 14 points. Trust D Process is going to make it to the 5th.
हेलो 94 जनाहरुमा
13 points just
को
because
रेड
of
हान्नलाई
kills that they
इन्ट्रेस्टिङ
had.
हुन्छ
Ultimate
किनकि
Bang
अब
is
4
gonna
जना
be on
मात्र
the
गएर
sixth
रेड नहान्नु
with
होला
12 points to the name. Vibes is going to be on the 7th with 10 points. Damn, Classy is going to be on the 8th with 9 points to the name.
For now, this is the top 8, and we're gonna move forward to the next set of the table as Jyanmaara is out there for you, ladies and gentlemen, on 9 p.m. gaming.
Yeah.
On 10th, Elementrix on 11th. I mean, Elementrix. They need to step up their game. It's kind of a high time. And Team Pyre on 12th, 97 Gladiators on 13th, Soldier Squad on 14th, A1 Esports finishing up on a bad day on 15th. But one thing that changes it
ओके ओ गाइस मैले यो हेर्न बिर्सेँ उता कमेन्ट
all,
भेट्दा फेरि
if you're looking forward to it, they might end
Yeah,
up
हुन
the
त
day
यो
on a
उसो
really
केही
good
छैन
note on the first
ओभरअल
position,
चाहिए
but one
हामीलाई
thing that they won't be ending up on a good note is they sort of fell down
Yeah,
today.
they took a hard dip. But
TDP
that
on
we
top,
can only
guys, in
figure
the
out after we look at the overall standings, which are going to be up next.
Team Seva
And
गयो
let us
छैन
see
still
what
8
the
more days
difference is
remaining
going to be between Rising Nepal and INES.
Hindu
Yes,
Mallalai
Rising
red
Nepal
okay
are
Hindu
there
Mallalai
with
red okay
120 points, and
we got Rising
INES
Nepal is still
is
rocking
still sitting at 117. So the difference that we all sort of speculated about Rising Nepal getting, alright, they are going to be making it to 140 points at least today. That just did not happen.
So the whole day, Rising Nepal just accumulated 23 points. They
Yeah.
started from 99. They are at 122 right now. Just 23 total points in
That is
4
a
matches.
bad day.
That is a bad day. Still, I mean, one good thing is that they are on first.
Yeah.
But if they are going with this pace of 23, they won't be on first at the end of the event. If that goes, I mean, they are at the top position for a reason. They just need to play like a
Still
top
2 days
position.
left.
R3 Devils had 2 chicken dinners today to put them up on 109 points. PMCO
अरे त्यो क्वेशन जे जस्तो भयो भने
Gladiators
लिप
is
इट
the last team that has 100 point, the 3-digit mark right now. Deadeyes Guys is out there
You said
on
we
the
were
7th,
first,
and
right?
Team 7C on your 8th position.
Yeah, 7C once again making it into the
That's it,
top
guys.
8.
If you don't know,
Moving
हैन
on to the next
वान
game,
टप
it's gonna be
बोले
Trusty
स्ट्रिम गर्छ त
Process
सबैलाई
on
थाहा होला
ninth
जीवन
position,
बोले पनि
Jyanmaara
स्ट्रिम
on
गर्छन्
the
हैन
10th,
he is from
Nepali
RN
Ho Ni is going to drop
So,
down to the 11th.
पहिला चाहिँ यहाँबाट
INES is
हेर्दिउँ
gonna
न
be
हैन
12th, Hype
So
is
if
gonna
you
be
guys
13th, T2K
haven't subscribed
14th, Solty
then
Squad
subscribe
is
गरिदिनु
gonna
होला
take
हेल
the fifth
एक्सले पनि
spot
स्ट्रिम
for
गर्छ
themselves, and
मेलिस
Damn
एन्ड पिले
Classy are
मेबी
gonna be on the
मनिस
16th
इज लाइभ छ
position.
उसको नाम उसले पनि
From here
स्ट्रिम
on
गर्छ होला
out
सो
starts the
You subscribe each other,
the
no?
table of death, the danger zone.
हामी चाहिँ 80 जना पुग्यो अब कसलाई रेड हान्ने भन्दा भन्दा 80 जना पुगिसक्यो है
where the bombs are going to drop on these teams. Wolves Den is going to be on the 17th, 55 points. Ultimate Bang 18th, 50 points. KTM Rays 19th, 46 points. Vibes 20th, 44 points. Team Pyro 21st. Yeah, 7C once again making it into the top 8. Now moving on to the next stage, it's going to be Trusty Process on the 9th position. Jyanmaara on the 10th. Nepali Ho Ni is going to drop down to the 11th. Rivals X is going to be 12th. Hype is going to be 13th. T2K 14th. Salty Squad is going to take the 15th.
The top 16 goes at 55.
Classy are going to be on the 16th position. But from here on out starts the sort of the pressure, yeah, the table of death, the danger zone, whatever you want to say, the red zone, if you will, with where the bombs are going to drop on these teams. Wolves Den is going to be on the 55 points. Ultimate Bang 18, 50 points. KTM Rays 19, 46 points. Vibes 20th, 44 points. Team Pyro 21st position, 43 points. Elementrix 22nd, 41 points. A1 Esports 23rd, 30 points. KS Axe 24th.
Yes, they will
come back tomorrow, and their fans will be hoping that the same come back stronger.
Yeah.
INES birthday of 23, and we'll have to see.
Oh, like, Mafia Ninja.
Will he? I mean, you know, tomorrow he'll be playing, so he'll gonna increase that number once again.
Oh, definitely, definitely. I think everyone would love to see that. The fans
gap
from
is still
INES,
a lot. Six kills. That's a lot of gap.
And especially if you consider like 6 kills need to be made by one player. If you're talking about Mafia Ninja. On the other side, moving on to the third is going to be R and Sonam. 16 kills. T2K Chari is going to be 4th with 15 kills and 3000 damage. Nightwing is going to be 5th with 15 kills to his name and 2600 damage. And moving,
for now, these are the top 5. But then for now, if we'll be looking at the 6 to 10, I mean, there are some players out there that played today and they made an impact. I mean, Salluvaiti, AJ from Salty Squad, Salluvaiti from 1971, 13 kills each, 7C Pathetic with 12, and so is Wolves 6-9 and DE rated. So I mean, they've had a good run so far. Some players still on 8. Start tomorrow's day
rated
as well
पनि
on
top 10 मा
a really
बसिरहेको
good
छ
note.
प्याथे
But then
पनि हो कि
that's
प्याथेहरु
one
गोली
thing.
खेल्छ
That's a question that will be answered
let's see
tomorrow.
प्याथेहरु त्यहाँ
yeah, I
अगाडि
think the way things have been going with all these, like not just the big
लगाइ
teams,
हामी
but
त
the teams
यहाँ
that would
खोदा
be
खोदा
considered
60 जना मात्र
underdogs,
भएछ हैन
like 7
कसलाई रेड हान्ने
there,
भन्नु न
like
त
A1 Esports being the more popular one, Nepali Ho Ni being considered the strongest team in the group, INES being just put as the middle of the TL table. After day 1, Rising Nepal was looking like a really strong team, and now after today, even after yesterday, the way things have just gone haywire, I think even we are just gonna know by the time the tournament, by the time the semi-finals end, as to who is actually going to be making it into the semi-finals. But we are done for today. That was the last game. We'll be back tomorrow with more intense action. But the reset is going to be happening for the teams, that is. Tomorrow is going to be Group A and B going head-to-head.
The groups are going to be reset, but not the points.
Not the points. The points are going to remain the same.
The teams have the points to themselves, and they'll obviously, you know, like to go for it. And let's just show the schedule once before we just go. And the schedule for tomorrow's matches, as tomorrow it's going to be 16th AB once again.
But Apex Legends खेलिरहेको रहेछ तर Apex Legends to be honest
it's
हैन
going to be like
नेपालमा Apex Legends को स्ट्रिम हेर्ने कोही नै हुँदैन नि यार.
It's the gap has been made. The teams kind of have to set up. So let's see which teams will be setting it all up starting tomorrow.
Yeah, but that is going to happen tomorrow. We are signing off. My name is Varun Super Johnny John. This is Ocean Sharma. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hey, shit. Maga. I official ma garo ma halle छु मैले म. I official ma garo halle छु टाइमर खाने उस भएन ल. 182 गेमिङ है उले चाहिँ Apex Legends हानिरहेको छ है. ए एसएल भ्यार नि खेलिरहेको रहेछ उनीहरुसँग.
कहाँ गयो मेरो ग्यास?
हेर तर कोही पनि जाँदैनन् के. त्यही भएर जिजी नेपाल रेड चाहिँ नभन्नु.
अरे यार मेरो स्टोरी
रेड भत्ति त्यतिकै चाहिँ छोड्दिनु. 5 जना बचे गाइज. हामी 50 जना छौं हो. 10 जना त जाम न हौ. 10 जना 20 जना भए पनि.
Said, Dammy GG, live. Said, Raid. Swastik Shresta. said.
Oh, this is the reason why
GGN raid.
raid गर्न मन लाग्दैन
Manus
के
live.
Raid.
Said.
7 views अरे
Raid. Rose on Sking. Said.
GGN भन्ने को
GG raid.
जिजन
She
भन्ने
won
को
crazy.
अरे
Said. Hashtag GGN raid. Manus live. Said. Raid. Leo. Said. Raid.
Yes, bro.
Manus live. Said.
GGN भन्ने को
Raid bro. Rose on Sking. Said. GG
Aya.
raid.
Gorkha Gaming Nepal
7. Said. Raid.
Arre, thank you
She
so
won
much for
crazy.
raid.
सातवटा वाचिङ गरे तरिका हो
Hashtag
खै त
GGN raid. Manus live. Said. Raid bro.
जाम न हो
Arre, thank you
guys,
so
जाम।
much
Crazy.
for raid.
Said.
GG Nepal Pro.
Hashtag
Peace, Jana,
GGN raid. She won crazy. Said. Hashtag GGN raid.
Raid.
Manus live.
Thank you so much, bro.
Said. GGN raid. 7.
No problem.
Said.
के
Raid.
अरे
Swastik Shrestha.
भयो पुगे यार
Raid.
गाइस
She won crazy. Said. Hashtag GGN raid. Swastik Shrestha. Said. Lol. Rose on Sking. Said. GGN raid.
Arre, thank
She
you
won
so much,
crazy.
bro. Thank you so much for the raid.
Said.
उसलाई रेड हान्ने रे गाइस
Hashtag GGN raid. Manus live. Said.
अरे ब्रो यु किडिङ मी
7.
रेड भन्ने कुरा यसरी होइन के यार
Wait, त्यसो त
लाइभ नै
केटा त्यसको पहिलो आर्मर छ
Crazy.
एनीवे गाइस मिलिस
Said.
एन्टीलाई नि गरेर
GG Nepal.
पहिलो आर्मर छ
Swastik Shrestha. Said. HELLXYT. Said. GGN Hamal raid. Nisho Badethoki. Said.
तेरो बिचारा
Arre, thank you so
She
much,
won
bro. Thank you
crazy.
so much. And
Said. GG Nepal.
मलाई त माया लाग्यो त्यही भएर मैले रेड हान्नु मन लाग्दैन के सबैजना जाँदै जाँदैन न नि अरे भाइ सब पुग्यो मलाई अयो गाह्रो छ लगाएछ यति नै आजको लागि थ्याङ्क यू रेडमा रमाइलोसँग रेड हानिदिनु भएको रेड भन्ने कुरा यसरी मैले रेड गरेर हुन्न के त्यही भएर मैले भन्छु नगरौँ भनेर बिल्ला मात्र टाइप हुन्छ के लाइक रेड भन्ने कुरा स्ट्रिमरले होइन कि भ्युवर्सले गर्ने हो क्या लाइक हामीले जाम भनेपछि त्यता गएर भ्युवर्सहरूले हेल्प गर्ने हो अब मैले मात्र गरेर त्यो उसै हुँदैन नि रेड भनेर अब त्यो उस हुँदैन त्यही हो अनि त्यही माथि अब लाइभ नभएको च्यानलहरूलाई पनि रेड गर्न मिल्दैन प्लस अब एपेक्स लेजेन्ड चाहिँ झन् पिसी गेम्स मैले स्ट्रिमहरू त हेर्न त हेर्छु पिसी गेम्सको तर होइन नेपालमा खासै पिसी गेम्सहरू कसैले हेर्दैन स्ट्रिम पब्जी मोबाइलको छ बरु उसको फ्री फायरको पनि कडा हेर्दा रहेछन् होइन मान्छेहरूले त्यही हो बिस्तारै अब मोबाइल गेमिङबाट भयो पनि गेमिङ कम्युनिटी बढ्दैछ होइन त्यति भन्दा गाइज थ्याङ्क यू फर बिङ थ्याङ्क यू फर सोइङ सपोर्ट अब त्यही हो रेड गर्दाखेरि अरू स्ट्रिमरहरूले रेड हान्छ नि त्यस्तै टाइपको भयो भने बल्ल रमाइलो हुन्छ क्या त्यही हो किप सपोर्टिङ किप लभिङ आजको लागि यति नै आडियोस सायोनारा बाई बाई ब्रो पिएमसिओ सेमीको लागि कति टिम जान्छ टप 16 जान्छ ब्रदर एनिवेज थ्याङ्क यू मिस अन्जु फर द रेड बाई बाई आडियोस सायोनारा सरी फाइनलको लागि चाहिँ टप 8 होला होइन त्यस्तै के हो म पनि स्योर छैन त्यति भन्दै आजको लागि यति नै आडियोस सायोनारा